Home, yeah. She went to Dr. Bio too. Okay, but she sometimes would say, I don't know, I just want to be all right about it.
Was good, was good.
Everybody agrees.
It's like the guys in here today. We got AD, we got Malika, we got Daniel, Tommy, Too Tall, Dre, N.B.A and Chan, Mr. Hit the Like Button, Kawan, D, Trayvon James, Laker 24, T, Festo, Son, Marcus, Laker World Order, go subscribe to bro. Jamal, Philly fan, Greg Brown, Chris, Raymond Benjamin, Mustafa, Nike Mark. Damn, my boy, soon come in, my boy, with the donation. It must be a good day today, boy. My boy D Bonner with the donation. Appreciate that. Been in here 2 minutes, the record. This is the record. The record. Never got 32 likes, 32 people. Let's get the likes up. Keon, everybody getting hyped, man. We 48 hours away, man. 7-Day Sports Pod in the building. Eric Kwan. Yo, y'all got the show out tonight and pull up, man. Y'all got to show up tonight and pull up, man. For real. George. Who else? We got Tim. What up? Dennis. Keon. Ethan. Rainieri. Zay26. He said he hearing the Lakers going 100% trade the pick for Buddy Hill. They talk about moving back. I'm drop the link right now. How many likes we got? Because it's going up, man. How many likes we got? My boy Chris Green in the building. Trone Force. Amiris. Who else we got? Alan Muhammad. Bruce. Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Y'all remember that? The Last Dragon? We got Jonathan Neely. We got Conscious Black. We got Chris, the Detroit Piston. This guy had never, let me tell you about 7-Day Sports. Never disappoint, man. With the cash app, super chat, I'm sorry, with the super chat. He said he ain't the only one supporting it here. He said major trade going on. Hey, Bonner. He said, you ain't the only one supporting here. I like that. I really appreciate this, man. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that, man. I've been busy. Jay Riddick was good. How many likes we got so I can bring people in? Oh, I definitely want to break this to y'all while we all here. My boy Gregory Brown, my boy DC Finest. He said, Kareem, where we at? I just opened up a boutique. It ain't open yet. It's gonna be open the 8th. So this is part of it right here. Let y'all see a little something. You know. Turn light on. Let them get a good look. I'm gonna show my peoples. I want to show y'all you know, y'all definitely get the news. Give y'all a little tour real quick. That's why I don't go live as much because I be busy running around with this. See, this is we got the TVs, we got the grass wall, the high table, the bar table. This is the counter.
I'm levitating. Oh, it's still on? No, this is celebrity. Oh, it's
Yeah. He said the Lakers have a deal in place. Rob move in silence. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So you got the it's big. I got people up front, so they don't want to be on the screen right now. It's the bathroom. They don't want to be on screen right now. It's the bathroom here. So this is what I've been doing. It opened the 8th. July 8th is the grand opening. So if y'all this is actually in New Jersey. My hometown don't support me like that. New York City. Thanks, Tron. I'm gonna show y'all more, but like I said, I couldn't show y'all the front because I got people up there and you know nobody dressed right now. But appreciate definitely support, man. It's hard. This is hard. DeMar DeRozan to the Lakers. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the link. How many likes we got? Somebody tell me how many likes so I can let y'all out. I need y'all to come up in full rain because I'm really tired. But I said I had to come out and it's Laker fans live. There's a lot of Laker fans in New York. There's Laker fans all over. The Suns recruiting Dennis Schroeder. That 53, come on, man. 75, we getting them in. Can we get to 75 likes? We got my boy D Bonner, 7 Day Sports. Appreciate y'all with the super chat, man. Really do appreciate it, man. Really appreciate y'all with the super chat, man. Yeah, it's definitely a grind, man. This ain't no joke. I definitely gonna need y'all prayers. I definitely gonna need y'all prayers, and you know, like I said, it's a lot, man. It's definitely a lot. This is not easy. It's a lot. We opened. It's gonna be a store, and this like right here, the chandeliers. I don't know if y'all see. The chandeliers. We got chandeliers in here. We got 75 likes. Dennis will go to Phoenix because he know he gonna eat. He know he Dennis Schroeder go to Phoenix. He could easily get 8 assists a game. Easy. With those shooters, he getting 8 assists a game easy. Angie B, what's good? We got Big Groovy OGs. Zoom. Who else we got in the building? TC. Manimal. He said you're an elder run for president. The elder been busy. Let me see if I can get him on today. Let me call him. I know you've been busy. Yeah, so if y'all in New Jersey area, y'all want to come through New York, New Jersey. He said, Kareem, do y'all do deliveries? Yeah, definite. I do deliveries. Empire Jeff was good. What's good, Empire Jeff? He said, "You want Nick Smith? Nick Smith, stock dropping, but he's good though." Yeah, he busy. I'm gonna drop the link. No, it's a clothing store. Gonna have clothes, men, women, kids, and then we'll have like game nights, like later on in the day have like events. Yeah, event space, like event space. Y'all see the floors? See the floors?
Put it down.
I'm gonna do the show here. I got two 70-inch TVs here.
You gotta sit on it a little bit and then it'll go down. Now do it down. You got it?
Is the beat coming back? Definitely the beat coming back. Ain't no question the beat coming back. How many likes we got? I want to bring y'all in. Empire Jeff, you pulling up today? You gonna pull up today, Empire Jeff? This is Inglewood, New Jersey. This is Inglewood, New Jersey. I'm dropping the link. Can somebody tell me how many likes we got? Hit that like button. Yo, y'all hype. I see y'all hype. I could tell. He said reports came out that Jay Howard is a Laker target in the draft. I don't want Jay Howard. I do not want Jay Howard, man. I don't want Jay Howard. 95? Oh, we almost had missed 100 likes. Yeah, my boy Eric Rader. Yep, correct, Eric Rader.
I like that.
Correct. He said he'd pull up his Inglewood, California. It's spelled different with an E, not an I. Let's get to 100 likes, man. 100 likes. I'm drop 2 more likes. We Derek Lively. I like him. 101. Thanks, Dre. I'm dropping the link. Y'all come through today, man. Because I was supposed to went live yesterday. I went early, but I ain't go at nighttime. I was tired. This is a lot of work here, man. It's a lot of work. Come through, man. I'm on all y'all. Dre, Eric. Dre, Eric. Who else? Empire Jeff. All y'all come through. Make World Order. Come through. Okay, we got my boy Dre Jones is in the building. Yo, what's up with your Miami Heat, man?
Bro, don't get me to lie to you, bro.
Anybody could come. Just show you the flash. Y'all got to flash your face, though. Flash your face for a second, because I need no trolls.
I was hoping we was gonna get Bradley Beal, bro, but it just didn't work.
Y'all could have got him. Y'all could have got Bradley Beal.
I think we had a better package than what the Suns
They
did.
wanted y'all, but the thing is, I'm gonna tell y'all got too cute, man.
Yeah, not wanting to give up Hero. We should have threw him on a slingshot if we had to.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell y'all what went wrong. I'm definitely gonna do that. And we got my boy Laker. Go subscribe to my boy Angry Laker fan. Sean, you got to flash your face. Knowledge is in the building.
Hey, salute, brother.
I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all dropped the ball. Y'all supposed to. Let me tell you where y'all went wrong at, man. Y'all can't bank and think y'all gonna get Dame. Y'all too close. Thanks, Eric Kelly. Appreciate you, bro. Y'all can't think, oh, we're gonna get Bradley. We're gonna get Dame, so we're gonna wait. Y'all went to the finals. Y'all just went to the finals. If y'all don't get Bradley Beal, what's gonna happen?
We can make it back with him on the squad.
I was just pulled the trick. Dame is not. Y'all know how Dame is. Dame could say one thing, and he may come and be like, "No, I'm staying loyal."
But
I wouldn't stand for Dame.
But the thing about Dame is we don't have the best package to get Dame. A team like New York or one of them teams can
that's
to get Dame. So that's crazy to me.
I've been saying that. How you gonna sit there and wait on Dame just because Dame say he want to go there? What do y'all got? Y'all said y'all not giving up Bam. If y'all not giving up Bam, you think they're gonna want Tyler Hero? Y'all got no real picks like that. Like if you got a chance to get Bill, you should just did it. Bill, y'all ain't want to get rid of Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero showed me he's soft. How he not play Game 7 against Boston?
Bro, we should have got rid of Hero and Duncan Robinson after we went to the championship in the bubble.
But Bradley Beal just did it. Y'all showed that Jimmy Butler's a one-man army. The East is in shambles right now. Think about it. Look what's going on in the East. Think about it. Milwaukee, they got two big free agents. That's you know what I mean. It could go either way with Middleton and Lopez.
Mm-hmm.
Then Philadelphia, that Harden situation, he not saying nothing, and the way they lost, Boston just Miami could go right back. I don't get it.
You and me both, bro. You and me, bro. But like, I think that's what killed them, bro. Like, I think we was too fixated on Dame, bro. And I don't understand. We don't have enough. We don't have the assets that these other teams are offering for us to be fixated on Dame like that. It should have been first come, first serve, bro. If you could have got Bradley Beal, bro, you should have everything you could have get. Stop gambling.
They said Miami could easily got him, but Miami ain't try hard. They said Miami called one time and said Duncan Robinson and Kyle Lowry, and then they was like they also asked for the guy Jokic, and they said they shut that down.
You talking about Joker little brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not his brother, but you know, yeah, they said that. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like, I would have gave up Hero in a heartbeat for Bradley Beal, bro. Like, him and Butler together, bro. That just puts you right back in championship contention.
He just said Empire Jeff said Miami didn't want the tax problem for Bill. They have a tax problem for what's the name too?
Bro, we got a tax problem right now. We had like I think we had like 60 to 70 million.
Dame make it 50 million the same. It'd have been the same thing.
We already over the tax.
Yeah, I don't get it. What you think, Laker fan?
About
with Miami.
Like they should go after Dame?
No, you think they made a mistake by not getting Bill? They had Bill on the platter.
I think it would have put him over the hump. I think you probably needed that extra score to get a lot of the pressure and off of Jimmy Butler to do all the heavy lifting and all that type of stuff. Another score would have been good. I mean, who were they gonna give up? I didn't see the reports on that.
Miami only wanted to give up Duncan Robinson and Kyle Lowry.
For Bill?
Yeah, and they was like, huh? No. When I heard they never even it was never nothing really serious with Miami. And they could have got a deal. They said Duncan Robinson, without picks, Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero alone would have got you Bill. Once Duncan Robinson ain't do that, see, I'm off of him. I just went off and be like, he showed no heart, man. He was laying it up, dribbling, shooting. I can't do that, man.
Yeah, if I had the opportunity to get Bill for Miami, and especially knowing that Jimmy is damn near carrying the team offensively, I mean, I would have gotten some help.
That my thing is, how my thing is. Look what you banking on. One, you banking on, you hoping they don't be able to make the trade. Because if they trade the third pick, Dame said he's staying. Yeah. But then Dame always do this time of year. Oh, they better do. Remember last year he threatened them?
Yep.
Oh, they better do something. And it went away. Dame ain't trying to leave. He really not trying to leave. With that third pick, it can psych him up to be like, you know what, these guys is good. They can talk him and they could talk him, let's say Brandon Miller. They could sit there and say, yo, he's better than this guy, that guy who we talk about getting. He said, I can see Draymond join the Lakers. What you think about that?
Hey, I was just gonna ask you that, Kareem. Like, what is the percentage you think Draymond gonna come to the Lakers? Because they just actually showed him and LeBron hanging out in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that
That'd be a bad move by the Lakers.
No, it won't be a bad move though. No, I won't say that.
I mean, he'd definitely help defensively and with the playmaking, to take some load off of LeBron James offensively. He'd definitely be able to do that. I mean, he would definitely will not bring shooting, but I don't think that's what we'll bring him over for.
But
That's what they
he'd
need
give.
though, shooting.
But y'all think about it. He'd give the same amount of shooting if the Lakers would get a center. Think
Yeah.
about it.
True.
Shoot, like as far as if he was a center, you would take that. Would he give you?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with getting Draymond Green. I mean, long as he's not overpaid.
I think it had to be a sign and trade, and I don't know if Golden State will do it.
Yeah.
They
Nah,
say
not to help the Lakers, no.
yeah, they and France together, yeah.
But yeah, he just so he declined his option. Is it to leave Golden State, or is he gonna try to work something out?
No, he opted out. He could go to any team right now. Brent, you have to flash your face real quick behind the scenes, bro.
I think his question was, Kareem, do you think by him opting out his contract, is he going to leave, or do you believe he's going to stay with Golden State? I think that was his question.
Yeah. That's what I was asking.
I think if Golden State offer that money, he's still going back to Golden State.
Okay.
I think if Golden State offer that money, he's going back. But what I'm hearing, my homie told me that he is some type of business that if he come to LA and him and LeBron to be some type of partnership, I really didn't want to discuss it too much because I don't know all the particulars and I don't want to seem like I'm rambling. But it's something where him and LeBron partnership, he can make up. Like if he was to get like the $12 million, he could easily make up some money with some type of business. I don't know what it is, but he could get some money if he go to the Lakers. And they said LeBron loves Draymond Green for defensively leadership and it's some I can't remember what it was, but they said
it's not the Robo's thing, right?
I ain't really want to say because I don't want to be sounding crazy. I'm really not sure, but it's something where they said he can make money going to LA. Even to 12 million, they say he could make 15 million off the court, and so it'd be like close to $30 million deal.
Hey, but did you say that on another video? Because I could have sworn I heard something similar to that before.
No,
I don't know if it was you that said it or what.
I did mention. I think I touched on it briefly. I like this. I do this in a heartbeat.
Beasley, Christian, 17th for hell yeah, I would.
Dante Murray.
You have to add that 29 though.
My boy, yeah, we have to add. I agree. You have to add that 29.
So Kareem, do you think Chris Paul going to the Clippers?
Huh?
You think Chris Paul going to the Clippers?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I'm hearing that he's going. I heard they just right now just working out details. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that too, but I'm hearing that it's like 90% right now. It's just details of it.
Well, the Lakers
not finalized yet, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm hearing it's the detail. I heard he's going to the Clippers.
Yeah,
I'm hearing the details of.
Yeah, because my thing is like if I would think Chris Paul would have been like a good floor general for facilitator for Anthony Davis, but if they don't get him, I mean, like I said, the Lakers need to upgrade at the point guard position. I mean, D'Lo, look, D'Lo's D'Lo, you know what I mean? And the way I feel about that is, they need to get somebody. They're gonna have to do something. I mean, they got the team and the core the way it is, but they're gonna have to. I think there's two things the Lakers need: point guard, and they need a big man. Whether it's Nas Reed or somebody that can take it. Because look, we all said it. Anthony Davis, man, he ain't that guy down there. I mean, he did good against Joker, but he needs. Look, he's a power forward. You know what I'm saying? I always saw him as a power forward. And I like to see the Lakers get, I mean, we were doing good when we won that championship back in, 2019 when we won the bubble back in, Disney when we had Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. We had a big center that can bang, was strong, Dwight Howard, and we had JaVale McGee that could block shots. He also can, hit that little mid-range hook, and we need to get back to that.
Don't forget about the perimeter D, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, those guys. We had Marquise Moore. We had the Moores. We had Rondo. We had
KCP.
Rondo. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He was good in Denver. I mean, he hit the three. I mean, he hit some big clutch shots. For Denver. So we need to bring those pieces in. But what I'm saying is, Joker killed us. I mean, Murray hit big shots, but you know, the Joker, man, he killed us. I mean, Anthony Davis couldn't bang. Anthony Davis couldn't bang with him, and I just feel like, you know, the Lakers, you know, and they're quiet. I think Palika's got something up his sleeve. I really do. I mean,
In the show of hands, I'm gonna ask all of y'all, but I'm gonna ask the people also. Definitely go subscribe to my boy, Angry Laker fan, Big Baby Sports. I'm gonna ask you guys real quick. Do y'all think y'all could go in order starting from Dre, Laker fan, Brent, and then Sean? Do y'all think the Lakers trading the pick? Right, it's a two-part question. Do y'all think the Lakers trading the pick, and who do y'all prefer at 17? Try to make it quick. It don't have to be too, you know, but I want everybody to get a chance to, you know. Do y'all think the Lakers going to trade the pick, and who, if all go right, who would you like to see at 17 for the Lakers? And you could do it for Miami. Don't got no pick, right? Because you're a Heat fan, right?
Yeah.
Miami don't have a pick, right?
No, I think we gave our pick away, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. So you can.
yeah, he got a pick. I think it's just like
No, they don't. I think they got
second round.
temporary charge, right? I know Philly got it.
I thought the Heat had a second round pick.
Two teams got tampering charge. I know Philly got.
Oh yeah, they did. They tempered charge. Yeah, they did. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think this is the year that we don't got it.
Wow.
All right, go ahead, bro. Do you think the Lakers gonna trade? I don't want no Jay Howard, but go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all talk. Go ahead.
I would like to see either Hawkins or Kobe if they take the pick. Because the dude I think they really want not gonna be there, which is Casey Wallace. I don't think he's gonna be there. And what was the second part of your question?
Do you think they're gonna trade the pick?
Yeah, I think they're gonna trade it. To be real with you, I think they're gonna trade it. I think they're either gonna try to target somebody like a Murray or DeRozan, or they might even try to get what's your boy from Toronto, because he just accepted his signing. Trent Jr. So I think they got something up their sleeve.
Go ahead, Laker fan.
Oh, my bad. I don't really watch college ball like that, so I don't know who's in the draft, but I would say this. The way Rob Pelinka moves, you know, he does move in silence. You know, he does everything like under the radar, makes a lot of moves that nobody's even talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if those rumors and the news about Jed Howard is possibly a pick for another team. Like he's picking him for another team to be part of a trade. I think number 17, because Lakers aren't win now mode. We ain't about to use none of these rookies. So I think 17 is as good as gone. It's for who, I don't know, but you know, that's my opinion on that.
All right, Brent.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, there's three: Kobe Buffkin. Actually, four. I would say Hawkins. I've been looking at Hawkins because I watched the combine, all three scrimmages, and you know, I'm a basketball junkie. Plus, I used to play overseas. I'm looking at Hawkins, Buffkins, and Murray, Chris Murray, Keegan Murray's brother, and Howard. Those are my four. You know, and then that big dude that played for the G League Ignite or Lively. They, you know, if they're gonna go big, you know what I'm saying. But that pick's on the move. I don't think, and I think I'm looking at DeMar DeRozan. Probably. I mean, you never know. I mean, I know it's something far out there. Trae Young or Murray. You know, I think it's going to be a surprise. And then like I said, I think later they're going to look to move Beasley and Mo Bamba along with that. So they're going to get some players back. But yeah, I think it's on the move. I really do.
All right. Hold up, before I let you go, Sean. Steve, pull up, Steve. Steve Holler. This is the Phoenix Suns fan. I really want to ask you. You can come on real quick, Steve Holler. I want to ask you, do you think that Bradley Beal gonna work with Phoenix? Here, Phoenix fan, Steve Holler. Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead. Sean. Sean, he say like, yeah, I'm curious. They need a point guard. Now I'm gonna ask Steve because he locked in with the Suns. Would he trade both Ayton for a point and like because centers you could get a serviceable center this year. It's gonna be a lot of centers you could get for real short money. But to trade Ayton and get a good point guard, they need a point guard. If they don't get a good point guard, Phoenix ain't going nowhere.
But
Who do
my
you think
thing
they
is
can trade
Kareem.
for?
Huh?
My thing is Kareem. Like if you trade D Ayton, you get rid of. I mean, he averaged what 18. You
But they
gotta
don't
get some.
need. But they. I didn't mean to cut you off. But they don't need offense.
Right? No,
He's
no,
not.
that's not what I'm
He's
saying.
not the shot blocker like that. They
Right.
could get with that type of team, especially if Devin Booker. If they get a point guard, that means Devin Booker playing at 3. You need a more defensive minded player, right? And
Like
so,
Marcus Smart.
huh?
Like Marcus Smart.
No, a defensive minded center. I meant
Oh, I thought you meant point
like
guard.
somebody like
Nah.
a Capella. Like let's say
But
this, like somebody like a Capella, something like that. You know, not saying I would do because they don't have no point guard from Atlanta, but maybe 3-team tree they get Capella and another person. I don't know, but they need more like a defensive center. Center could catch lobs and a real point guard because Ayton don't get dirty. Ayton is
nah,
not
he don't like. Yeah,
he don't protect the rim like that.
Let me
Right.
tell you who'll be a good point guard for him. A Mike Conley type.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Mike
Mike
Conley.
Conley. Yeah, and that actually might revive his career too.
You know what's crazy? You know what they
Because
should do? I would trade. I know Gobert contract bigger, but I would do a Gobert and some like damn. See, they don't got no
yeah,
big
that
contract.
might.
Yeah, I just about to say
Gobert
Gobert got
Conley
big
would
contract they
be.
could trade.
Gobert got that ridiculous contract.
They would do Gobert for him straight up.
Yeah, but you need that
Gobert
big
will
end.
elevate Phoenix.
Yeah, he
Oh
would.
yeah, defensively,
Yeah.
yes,
Because
yes,
he
sir.
was.
'Cause he blocking everything that's coming
He's
in.
blocking he's blocking everything that come down there. And then Mike Conley, if they could work out something, he look. We saw what he did in the play-in against the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've always liked Mike Conley because he does what needs to be done for that point guard position, even when he was with Vancouver. So that would be a smart trade. But is Phoenix going to do? Because if they can't get no point guard like that, that's a smart veteran. That's going. I mean, look, it would have been sad if they released Chris Paul and then they could get him back. But
They
you know,
can't do it, but they
right. But because he said he wanted to be in Phoenix, and he said he found out. I think his son told him or something. So I really, you know. But you know, hey,
check this. Me and Let's Debate Basketball will be throwing a live draft show on Thursday. A live draft show on Thursday, so you don't want to miss it. Look what Ange did. This is a perfect trade right here. Steve, where you at, Steve? This is a perfect trade. If I'm Boston, I'm doing it.
but
Robert
I don't
Williams
know.
stay hurt.
Boston would do that in a heartbeat.
Both of them guys kind of stay hurt. So if I'm Boston, I'm doing it.
For
Even though
sure.
I'm Phoenix, I'm asking for a little bit more. I'm asking for a
Because
little bit. It's kind of Brogdon stay hurt. But that type of deal, Phoenix going to that's two defensive players.
Brogdon still be eating. Brogdon still be eating still.
Yeah, but it's like go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying the president. Yeah, he can still get 14, 16 points easily. He can get that. And Robert Williams, he's a big body down there. He blocks shots for Boston, and then that gives Boston, you know, what I'm saying that center, the D8 and Phoenix get off of him. So I mean, there are some trades that they can make, but they just got to be very creative with Ayton. And you know they and also they got to fill out their bench because right now they don't have a bench because even if you get a starting with Brogdon and Robert Williams because Phoenix don't have that much. They got to have a roster. You got to have a starting lineup.
But what I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying, right? I'm gonna give first. I'm gonna give shout outs. I'm gonna say what I have to say. I got a couple of my people just walked in. We got Cold World is in the building. We got Andy 17. We got Royal Vibes. We got Just Flexing, Schmidt. Who else just pulled up? Marion, Dante Oscar. Ryan, Anthony Neal, who else? Kings David, Steve Holler. Who else? My boy Willie Willington from the BX, J Time, Tron Force, Swiss. Yeah, so I'm okay. Now I'm get back to I'm answer your question. You said that's still adding depth. You're doing a 2-for-1. Angie, that was a perfect change, perfect deal. Angie just put. Think about this: you getting a better defensive center in Robert Williams than you had in 8. He blocking everything, right? And he's more of a dirty work type guy. Brogdon's super smart, play D, knock down shots, gonna get he gonna get like 10 assists easy with them guys on the wing. And now he's not a little squirmy point guard. He's muscular. Not muscles, but he thick. So he's physical. So now that would make them much better. That would make so it is adding depth because now you getting an extra player. But go ahead, Jeff. What up, Jeff?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? How y'all doing?
What's up, Empire?
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, salute to you, my brother. Salute to you.
Salute. I like that trade that Angie threw out there. Shit, that's a good one.
I got a concern about that trade though.
But,
a little concern.
Well, yeah, there's only one thing I look at it like this is Boston's kind of going down that path too. If they supermax Jalen and Tatum, then it serves them better to have 2 guys instead of 1 in a big slot. But that would be my concern. But I don't care about Boston. What's your concern?
My concern is he was already complaining in Phoenix about getting enough touches. Will he be going through the same thing over there with Boston?
Yeah. I mean, they were saying today that Ayton pouts like if he's not the focal point, and he's not even. He's not even going to touch the ball in Phoenix this year. You know what I mean? So, but I guess it's the same scenario for him in Boston for sure.
Yeah, and my thing is
we got a special guest. Hold 1 second.
Ahead,
he don't come up much, man. This guy here, Steve Holler. This is like we getting the inside of Phoenix. This is like a real big. He's really locked in with the Suns. He's connected. So I definitely want to know what Steve Holler. This man's a longtime Suns fan. And I'm actually 2-part question, Steve. Would you do this trade here Angie got right here? And I'm gonna answer this phone real quick. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing, Steve?
What's up, Steve?
Doing all right.
How you doing?
So what is this? Robert Williams,
Malcolm Brogdon.
Malcolm Brogdon, and something else? Oh no, well Williams III.
Yeah.
Possibly that's possibly. I don't know what the other options are on the table. I've seen a lot of different different trade talk with DA, so I'm not sure.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's more likely that they trade him or keep him at this point?
I think they trade him.
You think they trade him? Okay.
Yeah, personally.
And like by like around the draft before July or like later into the season?
Well, if they trade him before July 1st, they can get 120% of his contract back. If they trade him after July 1st, they get 110% of his contract back. Or they can take in salary. Now, I believe he has a no trade clause in his contract until July 15th. So all those different things are a factor.
So that's a no trade clause to anyone in the league or just Indiana?
No, to anyone in the league.
Okay. So
he can't be traded because he signed that contract. Isn't the time that he signed that contract or signed how late he signed?
Well, he can waive it.
Yeah,
he can waive that no trade.
Gotcha.
So it all depends. The difference between those in his amount of salary, I think it's only at 1.37 million. So it's not a huge amount.
Is his final year guaranteed or not guaranteed on that deal?
Oh, I think it's guaranteed.
Okay, so I want to look at that because he might have some type of like kicker in there or some type of thing that like would kind of like make him want to accept the trade if they threw something else in. But what would be your ideal move for him?
Well, ideally, you want to get some some type of, maybe a role player and impact type of players that kind of help facilitate everybody else, maybe complement everyone else as far as defensively. You guys were talking about it earlier. I was listening to you as I was at the store. You're right. They probably need a distributor, someone like, move the ball around. They need they need a dog. They need dogs on the team. Guys that are going to do dirty work, guys that are going to be instigators. Maybe rebounding is going to need to be a help. I think they need a big power forward. They need to get a little bit more size. Brogdon is good. Robert Williams is good. I was kind of hoping that they could get Brook Lopez with that taxpayer mid-level exception that they have.
Yeah. Why I knew you was gonna say that. And it's crazy. And you know what's crazy? I was saying it wouldn't surprise me if Phoenix get Brook Lopez and they trade 8. I was just it's crazy you said that. I was thinking that.
Didn't they lose that with in this deal? Didn't that exemption drop down?
No, because I think they're still under the hard cap. So
I'm showing right now that their taxpayer mid level is $5 million. The biannual is about 4.5 for them right now.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be adding salary with that other kid that they threw in there to make the Chris Paul's money go up. Get fully guaranteed.
Yeah, and actually, when you look at Phoenix team, they actually got some players that like you said, do the dirty work. When you look at they got Josh Okogie, they can try to keep Torrey Craig. Right, I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean, because if they're gonna lose Torrey Craig. Then they got Josh Okogie, Terrence Ross, Damian Lee, Ish Wainwright,
all of free.
That's what I'm saying. Bismack Biyombo. I ain't really care about DJ Moore.
Yeah, but they got early bird rights on those guys. So if it's anything above below mid level, they can go over than anyone else, and they almost have to fill out their bench. I think they offer these guys everything that they can to get them.
That's what I'm saying. They got to keep those guys, especially Josh Okogie.
Yeah, I think Okogie and
Darius Beasley. They just got him. Darius Beasley. They just got him from what, OKC?
Yeah.
So they got some pieces. They just gotta Bismack Biyombo. I mean, he's a center that can block shots, but he's undersized at 6'8". But he can still, do dirty work.
Those are all early birds, so they got him. And I think Baisley is actually restricted.
Yeah, he is.
So they can control on pretty much most of those guys if they want to keep it. I don't see them letting them walk when they got to fill out a bench.
Yeah, I see them if they trade. They need to target some teams like Orlando or Utah or even Memphis, teams where they can get a point guard in the center. Those are the type of teams they can get a point guard in the center from.
Mm-hmm. If you when you're watching the playoffs, Devin Booker was at his best with the ball in his hands for 70. So his usage rate's going to go way up in the playoffs with him with the ball in his hands. So as far as a point guard, I don't know if you need a starting level high usage rate point guard like you guys are talking about. I think you need a guy that can go in spells and obviously for injuries. But I think they found something last year's playoffs with putting the ball in his hands at a high usage rate. And I think that's what they're going to do. And to be honest,
yeah, that's why I named Orlando and Utah and teams like Memphis, because those are the type of teams where they can get a backup level point guard.
What about Phoenix? What about Javon Carter to Phoenix?
Javon Carter, that could be a good move for them.
Yeah, they had him before, right? Yeah, he's solid, man. Solid backup.
He had a 50-point game this year, I think.
Do you think Utah would be interested in a cat like Ayton?
I don't think they're looking at long-term money right now, to be honest. It looks like they were trying to dump everyone in anywhere remotely close to that.
Utah's trying to rebuild. They're trying to break. They're trying to use their picks, get these young guys in and develop them. They're trying.
I don't see Ayton for a team like that.
Ayton, no. He's gonna have to go somewhere where it's just like him and another person, like number 2. You talking about Kevin Durant, Booker, and Bradley Beal. He won't even get to see that ball. He'll just block shots and get rebounds. That's what he'll be good for.
Yeah, he ain't gonna touch the ball at all.
I just don't see. I mean, Portland. Trailblazers
for Nurkic.
They want to give up the third pick.
Yeah, they got Nurkic there, but
they got Nurkic there.
Do they want to give up the third pick?
But they can trade Nurkic for him.
They do, but probably not for Ayton.
Well, they don't. The Suns don't want Nurkic. That guy's a potato out there. He barely moves,
and he's always hurt. Like no,
Yeah,
that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah,
he's always hurt.
He always injured.
I was speaking from Portland. I was speaking from the Portland standard. Not
Yeah.
I said Portland was that in a heartbeat.
Steve, did you like the Bradley Bill move, or you didn't like it?
No, I loved it. You gave away nothing for him.
Gave away nothing. That was like French fries and potatoes. He didn't even get. There was no steak dinner there.
Yeah, I mean, what were we talking about last week? We were talking about they were going to just waive Chris Paul and just hope he re-signs with them, which is just fantasy. But so you're giving away a guy that you're going to just waive, and you're giving away a guy that all the Suns fans wanted to just cut last year during the regular season in Shamet.
Yep. He gonna get cut by Washington anyways.
I got a center. I got a center for Phoenix. Daniel Gifford from Wizards.
No,
he should have been included in that trade.
Hey, he's a high volume up and down. He runs up and down the floor. He doesn't have to touch the ball. He can block shots.
He's athletic. He's athletic.
He's athletic. I mean, that's a good center, man. I mean, they could use a center like
good, but I just don't see Washington coming off of him. I
think
that's the player Washington.
No, actually, they man, it's a free. They trying to trade, man. Washington's trying to this new guy. He's trying to get rid of. He's trying to unload everybody. Porzingis. I've heard rumors. Porzingis. Kyle Kuzma declined.
Porzingis. I know that for a fact, but I just don't.
Kyle Kuzma declined.
Well, Kuzma was automatic. That was an automatic decline, no matter what. He was declining. So like, that
but they
mean
saying that he's leaving. I think Kyle Kuzma's gone, man.
Yeah,
I mean, he might, but it's better. I don't know if they want to lose him for nothing though. They may try to sign him and move him.
No, they're going to trade him, but he's still gone. He's going to be gone. Look, when Bradley Beal opted out, I mean, Kuzma. He already won a championship ring, but still, man, he ain't trying to. He opted out, man. He's not trying to be part of a rebuild like Utah.
Hey,
you think he's going to do a sign and trade?
Austin, is he still signed, or is he a free agent? They back up. When I was there for most of the season, but he came back later in the season.
Who?
What's his name? Wright. Dang.
Dayline Wright.
Yeah, I think that's him. Is he still signed, or he a free agent?
He a free agent.
But I'm about to say, because if he was still signed, you could probably get Gafford and him. They might do something like that. Delon Wright. That's a name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he give you about 10 points, 6 rebounds, about almost half a block a game, almost 2 blocks. So I mean, he's a solid center, And I've been hearing him in trade rumors too. So, with Washington, man, I mean, they got Porzingis is up. I mean, they got a lot of players that they, as far as they're looking to move, veteran players.
How about Markelle Fultz and Wendell Carter?
Wisdom is not looking. Orlando's not getting rid of none of their pieces, man. That's a young team that's looking to just add to their team.
They got a lot of point guards.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys who play the same position over there. So I could see for sure them making some moves off because they got a bunch of dudes who do the same thing.
Do you think they would get rid of Fultz first or Cole Anthony?
No, they can't. Markelle is he's big. He's like 6'4". I mean, when you get those big point guards, I mean, don't get me wrong, Anthony got heart. And he, and I just Cole Anthony 6'3", folks is, he's like 6'4". So
thank you, Andy. I see what you said.
I don't even think Cole Anthony's like 6'3". That's a little bit too tall. I don't even think he's 6'3".
Yeah, Andy said DeLon Wright's still under contract, so Washington is a team they could possibly.
Yeah, I thought he was still under contract.
Yeah, he's under. I'm looking at. Yeah, he's under contract. Because they got Pablo, Jalen Suggs,
bro. Anthony, who do you think they would be willing to give up?
Jonathan Isaac. They still got Michael Carter Williams. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they got Carter Williams. They got a lot of centers and a lot of point guards. So that's what I'm saying. They might be willing to trade, bro. They got like 3 centers and 3 point guards.
And you know what? Michael Carter Williams, man, he was a sensation too. He was like a triple-double.
That was only his first year. After his first year, he flamed out.
Yeah, he got injured, didn't he, or something like that? I think he got
No,
injured.
he just wasn't that good. It was smoke and
No,
mirrors.
he had an injury. Michael Carter Williams did get injured. Something happened to him.
Yeah, but when he played, he just wasn't. Yeah, he bounced around a few times. He didn't really land.
No, I'm talking about his early when he first came in. He had like flashes of it. He was going, he had.
He was rookie of the year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Once teams adjusted to him, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, he was kind of like old boy to play for Golden State. 6'7". I'm trying to remember. He broke his leg.
Hey Kareem, so let me ask you a question. So if let's say hypothetically, right, Ayton was to go to the Celtics, do you think that would put the Celtics over the top? Adding him to Tatum and Brown?
I think they're better. Now they gotta mind you, Williams always banged up. And Ayton's offensively is much better. And he's still gonna get you 10 rebounds.
Yeah, 18.
His thing ain't defensively like that, but he knocking down that mid-range. And I think he'll get the more. I just think he need to get out of Phoenix. I just think it's too much gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Fresh scenery would do well for him.
Well, you got to ask yourself a question too. Is the problem there with him, Monty Williams? Because Vogel was big up in him a lot in the press conference. So like his biggest problem there is gone. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but I'm not true there, but it said a lot of teammates don't like him.
Yeah, Monty Williams is a good coach. He was just going through. His wife had breast cancer, so he just found that out. So I mean, that probably.
He got a new wife. I know his other wife.
Yeah, his other wife died in a car crash. His new wife has breast cancer.
Wow.
So yeah, so I mean, he was going through a lot. I mean, he was going through a lot. So, and he's a good coach. I mean, and the way I feel about that is, D. Ayton, he just. Him and Chris Paul weren't getting along. They moved Chris Paul.
My boy Knowledge.
You said what?
No, I said my boy Knowledge. He's funny.
Yeah, so I'm saying that he wasn't getting along with Chris Paul. There was times where he was out of bounds and wasn't even in the play when Jokers was killing him. So that's just lazy. That's just lazy. I understand, wanting to have the ball, wanting to score, but is he that guy? Is he like, where he goes to a team and you build around him like Wembanyama or something like that? Is he that guy? Or is he a number two? You know what I'm saying? So
Ayton's not even like a number.
No.
Number three.
No, what I'm saying is he wants to have touches to where he can score like 25, 30 points per game. But is he that guy? Because look at Karl-Anthony Towns. He's a better center than Ayton. Right? Ayton don't even shoot threes like that. And Karl-Anthony Towns is that guy to where he stretches his game out. Right?
But I don't like centers shooting threes. I like them where he got a nice little jump shot. I don't care about all that center 7 foot shooting threes. I don't care about that.
Yeah,
I care about 7 foot. Block some shots. Anything around that rim, you dunk it. And you got a nice little mid-range jump. I don't have a problem with centers that don't shoot 3 points.
Okay, in this day and age, I kind of think you need to have your center at least be a little bit of a threat out there.
Yeah, be capable.
Yeah. Otherwise they just pack the paint. They just always play the drop coverage, and you don't want that. You want to open up the lanes for people.
Yeah, and then they're virtually unplayable at the end of games. So
right. Well, if they can't get out and guard them,
because then you're just clogging the paint and not giving anything up on the other end. So it's.
Hey, I got a center for Phoenix. What about Vujic from the Chicago Bulls?
No.
Ayton. No, I'm just saying. Ayton don't want to be there, right? We trying to put you need a center. Vujic can score too. He can actually shoot the three. Ayton can't shoot the three. He can shoot the three. You know what I'm saying? He can score down low. I don't think he was an all-star before, was he, Kareem? Was he? Wasn't he?
I don't think so.
I thought he was an all-star.
But he good though. I think that's a good grade.
Somebody
and Caruso.
Somebody look that up too. All-star.
Caruso and Vucevic for Ayton, I think a good trade.
Or Jacoby White.
Huh?
Jacoby White, bring him to Phoenix.
Kobe White?
Yeah, Kobe White. Yeah. Kobe White.
The Hood is the Phoenix for
point guard. That's like wasting time.
Jacoby White's the point guard.
No, he's not. He's more of a shooting guard.
Yeah, he is more of a score first guard. You is right about that. He been that way ever since Carolina.
They'll be back in Caruso.
Yeah, Alex Caruso.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caruso would be better.
Villages and put him down.
Wouldn't they have to sign a trade for Vucevic though? Ain't he a free agent?
But he just had the contracts had to match. I'm just trying to think, man, because if they don't get if they don't get a point guard and a big man, that because if they trade D8, teams gonna be killing them down low. They're gonna be killing teams that have their center like Zubats, somebody like that or the Joker or teams that got big men that are capable of just killing you. Lakers, Anthony Davis. You can have all that scoring power you want, but when you go against these teams with the big man, they just gonna destroy you.
Yeah, and as these dudes opt out, like I don't even think Phoenix can acquire them via sign and trade now. So like as they opt out, those guys just completely go away from them.
They said Vucevic did make All-Star.
What makes it be a good option for him?
They say he made it with Orlando. I don't.
Is who?
All-Star game. I don't got turned off so much, but I could believe I could go for that.
Yeah, I said Mason Plumlee because they could try to target someone like him.
They could target him, but he's gonna make more than mid-level.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, more than the mid-level that they have. Like, I mean, I could see him maybe in the 12 that range, but I don't know if he's gonna. Especially, you got to remember, big man price is gonna start to go up a little bit because of Joker. So they're gonna be a little bit more of a premium than usual. So it's gonna shift a little bit. So bigs are gonna get. I'm not saying you're gonna see bigs go get crazy money, but you're not gonna see bigs that were signing for minimums taking minimums.
I agree. I agree with him. A decent big gonna get better than they did last year.
Yep.
I agree.
And more than you're gonna start seeing bigs get 1-on-1 at the team option. I'm sorry, the player option, not the team option. Their leverage is swayed a little bit here just because of Joker.
Ain't Al Horford a free agent this year too?
I don't think Al is. I think he just redid with Boston. I think he's got one. Let me check real quick though, but I think he did one more year. I don't know off the top of my head though, so I could be wrong.
No, I think I am mistaken. I think it is next year. I think it's next year. You might be right.
Let me see. I just know. Actually, no, he's further than that. So he goes out to 24, 25, and it's all guaranteed. So he goes through 24, 25. I know he just redid that like when his other contract today was his big contract of 26 and a half, and then it falls off to 10 and then 9. So that's a good contract for them.
Yeah, man, it's hard trying to find some good bids, ain't it?
Yeah, well, they're out there. The problem is like that's what I think. Like I said, I've been convinced the whole time that the Lakers had traded for Bamba not to play him, but to use his money and outgoing moves if they found a deal they wanted to aggregate into a bigger deal between him, Beasley, and they picked up that second year in Harrison. Not picked it up, but they signed him to a 2-year with a second year option. So they did that all to potentially move that money in a bigger deal. Don't imagine if they find what they like. But I just didn't ever seem realistic that they traded for Bamba to play him. They just got him for that money.
Yeah, but I think they should play him though. I think they should trying to stretch bid.
Well, they might now. Like I said, the Joker situation may have swayed their thinking a little bit, but I'm talking about the time when they got him. And he wasn't even, like I said, a lot of people are throwing fits about play Bamba. He wasn't even eligible to play. He was hurt. We didn't know that. We didn't know that. They didn't announce it. So that was stupid on their part because they let all the fans screaming them for not playing him, but he wasn't eligible to play. So but as far as next season goes, if they find a deal they like, they'll combine those salaries or they'll keep them and move them later, next year.
I agree with you on that. I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna keep them. I think they're gonna control the assets and just move them trade.
Well, they're gonna keep him if they don't get something they like, or he's not even fully guaranteed. They can do that and then bring him back. So it's they've got options with him. They've got options with Lakers got a ton of options. That's the thing. It's just a matter of what shakes loose and who misses out, after the fact and seeing where their mid-level lies.
Do y'all think DeJounte Murray could actually be attained? Do you think that could be something that's reasonable?
I think he's too expensive for them. I just look because of what they gave up to get him. Like they're not just going to give him away, even though it didn't work very well. He's too good of a player.
Personally, I think that experiment with Trey and the DeJounte Murray it's not going to work.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm not saying it's gonna work. I just think they can get more, if they wanted to move him.
Oh, so
than what the
you
Lakers
think
could
they
offer.
you think they can get 3 picks for him right now? 3 first rounds.
No,
I don't know about 3, but
I mean, the Lakers can give up 2. The Lakers can give up 2.
The Lakers can get Murray easily. I think Bradley Beal set the tone.
That's a completely different situation.
Yeah, I'm about to say that no trade.
That's not even the same solar system.
No,
right?
no. What I'm saying
that's
is
a supermax contract with a no trade clause with a team that he zeroed in on. He was effectively the Washington
Bradley
GM.
Beal decided that. But what I'm saying is, every trade season, every summer, a player. It depends on how much that player goes for. Like peanuts. Bradley Beal pretty much went for peanuts, and he decided that. But what I'm saying is, Murray, if Atlanta, look, you get Mo Bamba, Beasley, it gives them shooting, it gives them, what I'm saying, they got.
You ain't got to give them that much.
They're not even
pick, and they trade back, right?
They're not even taking the call for that deal, bro. I'm telling you right now. Like, at the end of the day, all it takes is one more trade to hit, and that market gets reset overnight. So, like I said, that Bradley Beal, looking at that as a barometer, that's going to fail. There's no way that any team is looking at and seeing that sets a market. That was a 1 of 1. That's the exception, not the rule. So, there's no way.
I agree with Jeff, y'all. I agree with Jeff, but also the thing about it, I don't think that Murray may go for 3 first-round picks because now first-round picks can keep a contract.
No, I didn't say that. I said he's not, but I don't think they're moving him for a 29 pick. You know what I mean? I think they want something that can help them now. I don't see them moving him for something 7 years out.
They want something a little closer.
Yeah, so I don't.
But I agree with you because I think like this. Now, what a lot of teams doing, teams going to have a lot of cheap contracts on their books. That's why these young players now. Is the draft now? Some of these teams may keep 3 rookies now.
Mm-hmm.
If they got some veterans already to add on their depth because the new tax, the new CBA. So a lot of guys, that's why 3 first-round picks teams might not be quick to do that now.
Yeah, and look at what Christian Brown did in the finals and in the playoffs.
Yeah, some of these players, they could be 17. I mentioned Hawkins. Howard, what's his Keegan Murray's brother Chris? These play even Kobe Buffin played for Michigan.
I like Hawkins. He's the dude from Connecticut, right? Hawkins.
Yeah. I like Hawkins and Buckins. I like Kobe. Kobe and Hawkins. I think those are 2 best.
I like Hawkins and Hawkins and Lively were my 2 that I hope.
Yeah, but see, Lively's more to me, he's more like a man. What's that dude to play for Sacramento? They traded me to Detroit.
What's his name? Not Bagley.
He had better talent. He had better go through the basket.
I know you talk about his names on the top of my head. I can't.
He's more like that.
Was it Holmes?
No, Bagley.
No, not Holmes.
Was it Bagley?
It's Bagley.
Okay.
Yeah, Marvin Bagley.
He's much better defender than Bagley.
He's
Bagley offensively.
Bagley was better offensively, I thought.
Yeah, I said Bagley.
Yeah. Lively's way better defensively.
Yeah. But he's more of a block shot, more like old boy that played for. I think he plays for Houston. Tall dude. We were talking about him early. He kind of looks like JaVale McGee.
Are you talking about Christian Wood?
No, not Christian Woods. He's tall, real tall, 7'1". Did he play for Kentucky?
But also Kareem, keep in mind teams are going to be incentivized to, how teams would always have that 15 roster spot open. They would leave it for someone coming later. You're going to see a lot of that less this year, and teams get 3 two-way contracts. So what happens is now if you have the 90-day rule, which a lot of people don't know about in the new CBA, the 90 game rule. So if you have if you have 3 two-way players but only have 14 roster spots,
you can't.
For every game that you have those 3 two-way players counts as 1. So at the 30 game slot, then you basically lose that spot. So teams are going to fill their rosters with 15 players. And when they go that two-way route, so you're going to see teams are going to need to keep those draft picks to fill out. So I think the Lakers, I think more this year than years in the past, the Lakers would either keep that pick or trade it to get 2 picks and fill out the roster that way. But I don't see them just abandoning the roster slot.
Jeff, you're going to look at the Cash App. 7 Day Sports. Appreciate the super chat. Go ahead, Jeff.
What'd you say?
The super chat right there.
Oh, my bad, man. Let's see. Lakers keep Rui. AR trade 17 BZ Bamba, Spencer and Royce O'Neal or Finney. Flip D'Lo for the side. Okay, there's a lot there.
There is.
So let me calculate in my head and
DeMar
And
DeRozan.
Angie, feel free to help out here because my brain's a little fried right now. So keep Rui AR, which I think is definite. Trade 17 pick Beasley and Bamba for Spencer and Royce O'Neal. Man,
I'm not.
I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll let y'all go. But
I got to look at the math for that real quick. But I like Spence and I like Royce. I don't know, but I think keep in mind, I also don't think the Lakers are. I got to look up how far Dinwiddie's deal goes out, but I think it goes more than 2 years. I don't think the Lakers are looking at anyone past 2 years. So I think that's why. Excuse me. I think if D'Lo stays, I think it's for bloated money for 2 years.
Yeah, they said it's going to be like a top.
Yeah, because I think they're trying to line it all up to Braun and AD's timeline. I think if it goes wrong, they want to clear the deck in 2 summers when all that money hits. So I don't see the Lakers except for maybe AR and Rui. I could see them going longer than 2 years on them. But I'll talk about incoming free agents. I don't know if any of them go past the 2 years. That's why I like Brook Lopez because I think he's 35. So I think you might be able to get him on a shorter term deal. But that's kind of why I like
leaving Milwaukee though. That's my thing.
No, I said I liked him. I didn't say he was gettable.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, in a perfect world, it would be he's the perfect big to play next to AD, and he's not going to command like a 4-5 year deal. I think there's other guys like a Nas Reed and those guys. It's gonna be a little tougher to get those guys on 2 year deals, and I don't think the Lakers are going to go past that. So that's going to limit them a little bit.
Plumlee.
But Plumlee, like I said, I don't know what his number is. Again, I don't know what bigs are going to get. I just think it's going to be more than what we're used to seeing of late. And the DeMar one is interesting.
I've been hearing a lot of rumors on him, a lot of talk going on.
It is, but I also got I just always worry about that third guy with Braun and AD. Like those guys are never going to be the guy that they were on their previous team in LA.
Exactly.
So I just don't know what DeMar brings you in a limited role. He's good. Don't get me wrong. It's just every time they bring that third guy over. DeMar is the exact type of guy that Laker fans are going to be bashing come like February. You know what I mean? Get him out of here, because his probably production isn't going to be what they are used to seeing him, and he really can't provide that. Like I think I'd much rather like Caruso out of there almost than DeMar, because he's going to give you things on the other side of the ball and do things without having plays ran for him. But
because DeMar needs the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and so that's why I liked D'Lo, because he can play combo, he can do it, but he was so bad in the Western Conference Finals, and he was really bad in last year's playoffs. So he's had back-to-back not great playoffs, even though he was a little better this year than last. But that's what happens when you play next to Braun, and Braun doesn't want to let the dude just play his role and dribble the ball, So it's going to be tough. So,
but
Braun got way better than that this year, though.
I totally agree with you on.
Thanks, Angie.
DeRozan, because you don't want a third guy to be a mid-range shooter and a volume scorer. You need a third guy. If he's going to be a third option, he's got to be able to stretch the floor. And DeRozan just doesn't like to take threes.
Yep, he doesn't at all. And I want a more.
And he's got to do the dirty work.
Yeah, I like, if we're going to get the third guy, he's got to be versatile. He's got to be able to, because if like Braun's on the bench or Braun or AD are hurt, they've got to be able to do a little bit more than just give you buckets. So it's and I mean, and let's be real, DeMar.
Jeff, 1 second, because somebody just sent me a cash app. Terrence Hill on a cash app. Terrence Hill, thanks. He sent it a little while ago. I ain't see it. My bad, bro. Appreciate it. He said, "How you feel about Kyle Kuzma opting out?" How I feel about Kyle Kuzma opting out? I knew he's going to opt out.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to the Lakers, though, if that's what you asked him. But I feel he's going to opt out anyway.
Yeah, that was automatic.
Thank you, bro.
Oh, shit. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. DeRozan. So like, I mean, not to poke fun at it, but DeRozan's already got depression and mental health issues. You sure you want him as a Laker? Out here taking that heat. So I don't know if it's the DeRozan thing. It's good on paper. I just don't know if it's gonna work. Trade 17 and 21. Wait, trade 17 for 21 and 22. Trade Beasley, Jack 21 to okay. Okay, so Angie, you talking like a 3-team or just make the deal and then flip it on the back end? Trade 17 and 21. Trade Beasley, Shaq 22. Ops. I'd do that, but I don't. So basically, they're really getting just 2 first-rounders and players that they may or may not keep from Murray. It's better than what we could offer right now. That's a cool little package. Who has those picks? Who's 21 and 22?
21 and 22. That is they got back-to-back picks too. I just seen it. Damn.
That's just I only think is that's a little I mean, I like the back end, but that's a little expensive for 21 and 22 just to get 17, unless it's a player they really, really love that isn't gonna fall to 21. Other than that, that's a little expensive for I don't know who the team is. The Nets.
Yeah, that's the Nets. I don't see the Nets doing that.
Yeah, if I'm the Nets, I don't do that. If I'm the Lakers, I do that for sure. Again, unless it's a player they feel is can't miss, and that player is going to be drafted 4 slots or 4, 3, 2, whatever slots before they can get him. Then yeah, but that's a little expensive just to move up 4 picks.
I think the only way that the Nets do that, you have to send them Austin Reeves, somebody like that.
Yeah, definitely. That's a definite counter, Angie, for sure. It's much better than the other one, for sure.
We got another super chat. This guy's the killer. He's the super chat killer. 7th Day Sports Podcast. Thanks. He said he done the math on Spence and Ross. Both expiring contracts. D'Lo want more than 20, and DeMar's expiring contract. Go ahead, y'all gonna reflect on it?
Oh, I mean, that makes it more feasible. That's something that
it's within the timeline. Let me just check something real quick. Look, I think I think that the Lakers already know what they're doing with D'Lo, because like I said, the new CBA, you can, not that they weren't doing it before, but they can publicly do it now, where they can talk to their current players about extensions and all this stuff before July 1st. So with that being said, the Lakers pretty much already know what they're doing with D'Lo, like more than likely. So the fact that they pretty much already know what they're doing, and things started leaking out today about a 2-year deal. Let me see what these books look like. So, okay, yeah. So Dinwiddie's is expiring, 20 mil. I knew O'Neal was expiring. Wasn't sure about Dinwiddie. So yeah. So that would require. It wouldn't be just D'Lo unless, and I don't know if Brooklyn wants to pay D'Lo, the high 20s. And I don't know, especially for a couple of years. So, I mean, for a minimum of 2 years. So I don't. But I like Spencer and I like Royce. I do, and I like the 2-for-1 option of getting 2 players for 1, because that, of course, adds more depth. And how?
Got to go. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man. Thanks for coming in, man. It was.
Appreciate you, bro. Definitely. Appreciate it. He said Russ O'Neal is not guaranteed. Mississippi Dog, what's good? He said, I believe the pick will be Jet Howard or Nick Smith Jr. It's part of clutch. Lively and Hawkins will be gone. I don't care if Nick Smith is. I'll take Nick Smith over Jet Howard. I don't think Jet Howard gonna be that good. He's real slow.
You said Royce is not guaranteed? Man, I didn't know that. Let's see. It's not an option, so maybe not guaranteed money, but they're more than likely going to pick it up. Let me see.
Yeah. Who else? See you later. He said Vando to Houston for the 20th pick and the Nets 2025 pick. Draft Lively with 17. Trade 20th pick and 25 pick in Beasley for OG. Trade Bomba for DeLone Wright.
Okay, I see what you mean. So O'Neal's a little over $2 billion. Yeah, they're picking that up. That's going to be guaranteed.
Oh, Russell definitely getting picked up.
Yeah, that's getting guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like people keep bashing AD, man. AD showed a lot this year, bro. He's inconsistent offensively, but he showed toughness this year.
He played every playoff game. He did it. I mean, I think you'll see a different AD if they get him a reliable big that can let him play free safety on defense, which is his best. You know, if you expect AD to be the guy to lock down the main big, and then try to block the shot, and then get the rebound, and then get down on the other side of the court to post up, that's too much work. There are people who got unrealistic expectations. They need another big out there that can help them.
You need another big. I've been saying that for the.
So they do that. If they do that, then you'll see a different AD, and if they get another playmaker, you'll see a little bit of a different Braun too. So they need both of those. But the big has got to be like one of the more primary ones because that will unlock AD.
I agree with you. I think we've been saying that. My boy Malik said, "Call me K. What up, bro?" He said, "I want the Lakers to trade 17 for a later first." He said James Najee or Rupa. You like those guys?
I mean, I honestly, like, I don't know all the names in the draft. I kind of slept on a lot of college basketball this year, so I'm not even gonna try to front. Like, I know what I'm talking about with that. I know like a handful of guys, or the guys that were linked to the Lakers, but I'll defer to you guys when it comes to the college guys because that's not my expertise this year. But let's see. But I will say, like, if the Lakers, if the guy that the Lakers, and keep in mind the Lakers got the best scouts in the league, the best scouting department in the league. So if they got a guy that they really like, that they would take at 17 and they know they can get it 24, 25, 26, they'll definitely move the pick, get something out of it, and get their guy. It's just a matter of who they want. And if the guy they want is at like 14 or 15, I could see them moving up a couple slots to get him. But it depends on who they want. If the guy they want, they can get at 17 and don't have to, and it's too risky to move back, then I think they keep it. But if there's a guy they know they can get a little bit later that they would take at 17, I could see them move the pick. But I think they really want to add this person, whoever. I think they want to add a draft pick to the roster, get a guy on there for a couple of years and not a lot of money, because I think that benefits them.
What up, Eric? What you think, Eric? You think that what would you do? Tell me your plan. We got 48 hours left. The Lakers be making the pick.
My birthday's in 40. My birthday's in 48 hours. What you mean?
Oh, nice. Happy birthday.
Birthday. Okay.
He's not even gonna watch the draft. Like,
I mean,
yeah, you're gonna be too lit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that could happen. Like, they're probably looking at guys to like move to be a contender next year, or I mean, I have a couple of names in mind. It's just depends if they're gonna fall to 17. So, like,
some guys always fall, man. Guys always fall. So there could be a guy that's ranked top 10, top 12 that slips to 17.
Yeah. Like, I mean, maybe Jordan Hawkins falls to 17, or maybe I mean, I have 10 different mocks in my sheets, so it's like anything could happen between 12 and 17. So, like, but I think most of the mocks I wrote is just Jordan Hawkins and Nick Smith Jr. Those are the two names I have.
I think Hawkins is a possibility for sure because his name comes up a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they could move it too and see if they get another
Yeah,
draft
I
pick
mean,
out of it.
like I said, if there's a guy that they like that will go at 25, 26, I can see him moving it. If they can
Mm-hmm.
move the pick, get the guy they want, and add something else, that would be
Mm-hmm.
the best of all. Because if it's the guy they want, more than likely it's going to pan out because they're pretty solid with this. And then you have to add an additional, asset to it. That'd be great. So I don't care where we pick as long as we get a guy that pans out. That's how I look at it, because if we draft 17 and the guy's not that great versus 24 and the guy turns out to be something pretty good, I don't care where he gets picked. I just want them to get the right guy.
I mean, if Indiana calls, they'll probably, 117, and they'll probably want to move Buddy's contract,
Well,
but I mean,
Buddy?
depends on the time frame. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
Buddy's contract isn't as bad now that it's 1 year left. It's more than Beasley, but I will say this: of all the guys that can shoot that arrive to LA and all of a sudden can't shoot, I think I would be a little bit more confident in Buddy being able to shoot here than the other guys. I'm not going to guarantee it'll happen. I just feel like I feel like he could withstand it a little bit more than the other guys that we've gotten. And then now his money's not as crazy as it was.
Yeah, when he got that contract from was it Sacramento?
Yeah, but it was like he was in the 20. It's tailed off, so it's like I think he's like 19 next year. So it's let me double check that. But I think he's at 19. Beasley's at what, like 16 and a half. So it's not terrible. Let me see where he's at. So yeah, he's a little over. So his contract has been going in reverse, So he's a little over 9. He's a little over 19.
Yeah.
And that was 4 years and 94 mil that he signed. So if we can get him at the lowest point of that, like, I'm not tripping on that.
Yeah, it was pretty big 3 years ago when they tried to trade Kuz and
that's
Montrez in
what I
the
was
first
like,
round
no.
for the.
But at 19, it's not beautiful, but it's not ugly. It was ugly a couple years ago. But also I think Max is going to get a role this year, so that's another person they're going to have on their roster. I think he's definitely going to get some PT next year. I'm not talking heavy minutes, but I think he has a chance to be a rotational player.
Like Vandal was.
Yeah, like get him like a full offseason with Phil Handy, some summer league, and I think Christie is going to definitely be in the rotation. Teams are going to come looking for him though. Anything that the Lakers do, teams are going to want him. But I think they're going to hold tight with him because I'm telling you, like, these low contract like roster slots are going to be important this year.
Very important. Very important.
So I'm definitely excited to see what they do with him. So that's why I think one way or another, whether it's 17, 22, 21, 24, whatever it is, I think the Lakers keep a draft pick and add him to the roster this year and still fill out their 3 2-ways.
Yeah, the 3 2-ways. Yeah, there's 3 this year.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me.
So they have Swider and
Pippen, right? Yeah. I mean, if they get someone they like more than Swider, I think they probably prioritize Pippen over Swider right now. But now it doesn't matter. They could still add a third now. They could keep both of them and add an additional one. So, or move one up. I mean, who knows? So we'll.
Yeah, I think depending on who they get at 17, though, that person actually might be able to be a rotational piece, but depending on who it is.
I definitely think so. These young guys can play now. Yep. This is not like back in the days where you had to be physical, man body coming to the NBA. It's not like that no more.
And just the fact that head coaches are more willing to play them now.
Shot, you good.
Yeah, but the head coaches are willing to play them, whereas before they weren't. Yeah, so it's like Steve Kerr's not too great at it. He don't like really playing too many young people, but most of the coaches in the league, for the most part, they do.
Yeah, I think like worst case scenario, a guy like Lively just falls in their lap and they take a guy like Lively.
I think if he's there, they
take him. If Hawkins and Kobe are going, like, I think a guy like Lively would be a great fit for them.
I think Lively would be. I think Lively will be gone by 10. The way that the big men are going, like those big men are hard to get. So
I think Angie be on it, boy. DeRozan makes 28.6. Dinwiddie makes 20. O'Neal makes 9.5. Then you got AD Bron. Then you got Rory, Reeves cap hold, Vando, Christie with trades. That's
So
what
the Rui cap hold. So I think Rui's going to sign a little bit less than his cap hold. Austin is going to obliterate his cap hold. So let me see here. So it's
154, 6 spots to fill. Like,
because Ruiz is almost 18 and Austin's a little over 2 million. His cap hold.
Yeah.
He's gonna blow way past that. But they can go over to sign their own guy. So let me hold on.
Yeah, 17 pick is 3.6 million.
That'd be a deep team though, boy. That'd be a deep team.
So how would they? Okay, so that was the DeRozan one, splitting it up with the Dinwiddie O'Neal was Dinwiddie and O'Neal was for D'Lo, right? Is what they were saying. And the DeRozan. DeRozan is Bamba and Beasley. But they're not just. I don't. Okay, so let's break this down for a second.
I don't see Brooklyn doing that though.
Yeah, let's break down this piece. DeRozan. I don't know if Chicago moves DeRozan for Bamba and Beasley. Like, there's no value for them there. So the pick will probably have to be included there, and I don't think I'm giving up that pick. The D'Lo one for Dinwiddie O'Neal. I think she threw that. I think they were throwing the pick and getting some of their picks back, so that's not as crazy. I think the Lakers would entertain it. I just don't think Brooklyn does it with the number that D'Lo's going to have to be risen to make this deal happen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just
speculative. Could you sign up for that for 1 year though? That number for 1 year?
You could, but if D'Lo can get it, see, look, if someone's gonna say I'm gonna give you 29 mil this year, or I'm gonna give you 3 years 60 million, what are you taking? You get what I mean? I don't think he agrees to the 1 year deal. So D'Lo at very minimum, and Kareem, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think D'Lo at minimum, I mean bare minimum, is gonna get 15 million a year from someone. At minimum.
I agree. I think 18 bare minimum.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, bottom
his
floor.
Age and his skill set.
Yeah. So I think the minimum deal that will come, and again, he's going to get more than this, but I'm talking about the minimum deal that's going to come out D'Lo, I think is 3 year 45. I think that's the minimum he's going to get presented with. So I don't think he takes a 1 year 29 million.
I think it'd be more than 3. I say the least 3 year 50.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you're D'Lo and you're his agent, you're not taking 1 year 29, 1 year 28.
Okay, so how many teams could use the?
I don't hate that. I don't hate that deal for the Lakers. I just don't see Brooklyn thoroughly entertaining that. Who has the full exemption? Well, we won't know yet until we see. It alters if they get to a certain number, and if they use it at hard caps. So some got to wait until a certain time to use it, because it go hard cap. If they do a sign and trade, a hard caps takes it away. So there's a bunch of different layers to it. That's why these dudes got them whiteboards, man. Things are all thrown up, and they got if this, and that's why Rob always has like A through Z mapped out. Because as soon as one checks off the box, he just shifts to the next column, and then it just goes from there.
One thing I say about Rob be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Rob is very prepared. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said right now. Yeah, so she's right.
169.
Yeah, and once you get to a certain point, you also can't trade outside of the 100%. So it's that switches a little bit more next year, but prior to it, it's teams can do like 125%, 110%. You can do up to up to $1 million. There's different ranges depending on where you are. But yeah, there's so many different things that trigger the hard cap, which I think a lot of teams are going to like. Me and Elder talked about this before. The hard cap is kind of seen as the boogeyman, but if you got a team you like and players you like that you feel comfortable with, hard cap is not necessarily a bad thing. It only is if you have a team that you don't like and you really are limited in what you can do. But if you have to hard cap yourself, and it means you get the team you want and the players you're comfortable with, then it's not necessarily terrible. It's only terrible when you hard cap yourself and your team is incomplete.
I agree. I got
like into a second apron.
Yeah, and the reason the Lakers hard capped themselves in 2021 basically on purpose because they had no fans. They weren't making any money out there, and they're like, "Look, we're gonna cap ourselves." So it wasn't like they did it. They did it on purpose. You know what I mean? So teams will hard cap it if it makes sense. They're not gonna hard cap if it doesn't make sense.
I got a cash app from Terrence Hill. Terrence Hill, he said, "Why did Jordan sell the team? Why did Michael Jordan sell the team?" Thanks, Terrence Hill, for the cash app. Appreciate you, bro.
So I think he bought it for what, $2 million? I'm sorry, not 2 million, 200 or something, 200 roughly, right? And he's getting out of it. He's getting out what? How much more is he getting?
I think it's $3 billion, right?
It's like $3 billion,
$3
right?
billion.
Yeah, that's why he sold the team. So it's
180 million when they were at the Bobcats. 180
and he didn't
million when they were at
sell
the
the team. He sold the majority stake. He's still going to be the face of it.
Yeah.
So he's going to get $3 billion, and his role probably isn't going to change much.
You see, I think when people hear that he sold the team, they forget like he can sell majority stake and still be a minority owner in the team.
Yeah, I think that people don't know too. Lakers been chipping away little by little, selling shares in the Lakers too the last few years.
Yeah. Because Genie and them only like 50 something now, right?
Yeah. So the biggest cluster in there now.
They're like 56. They not even before. I know it was like 70%.
Yeah. Shit, all they got to do is be 50 point. Is 50.1.
51. 51.
So that it could be it could be a partial percentage. So like if
somebody, I didn't mean to cut you off. Somebody look up how much percentage the Lakers own now. We got Holly Ford. He said I like the Lakers.
You said look
to
up
access the full mid-level.
Oh yeah, we'd love that. But if we're able to get a better player,
it was 12 or 13, wasn't it, Kareem?
That's the full, but it goes down to like 5. So like Phoenix got dropped down to 5 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so it depends. So the taxpayer mid-level is
taxpayer.
So there's a taxpayer mid-level. Okay, there's the room mid-level, and there's the biannual mid-level. Right. So it's confusing. Even me sometimes I get crossed up on it. But it's
I do too.
They own 67%. I'm on 6 children, so it's
But the biggest, I think the other big portion of is the Dodger group came in. The Lakers ever sold is going to go to them, like because that group is like lined up in there.
Let me ask you this, Kareem. Would you bring back Lonnie Walker?
He's gonna have to take the the 5 mid-level, right?
Yeah.
He'd have to be the 5. His cap hold is almost $8 million. I think he's like 7.7. So they're gonna have to. So they've already probably decided on him. They either got to renounce him right away. Because they have no bird rights on him, so it's either
right now they don't have no bird rights on him.
Yeah, either he agrees to just run it back, and so what you're going to see is, and what does help us with him is he's a clutch client. So if let's say he agrees for a little less again 1 more year, the next year they got his early bird rights and they can give him more money. So if he's saying like, look, I want to be here for the next 3-4 years, and they see him as that mutual fit, then I can see him taking less and then cashing in a little bit more next summer. That's very possible. I think he just wants some type of minutes assurance. He wants to play. So it depends who they get.
Because my thing is when you look at Lonnie, and how he played. I mean, of course, against Golden State, that was probably one of his biggest playoff, game thus far. He's not going to go somewhere. He'll have to come off the bench because you got to think what team could he go to and start.
I don't think he's starting anywhere. Yeah, but he may get more money. He may get more money, but
right, he may get more money, but he's still gonna come up. What I'm saying is does he? What is important to him? That's what he's got to figure out. What is important? Winning a title, and he's young. So does he like playing in LA? Is he trying to win a title? Or is he just trying to get paid and go? He's
trying to get paid. He's young. He's going to be trying to get paid, but he still can get paid. Like again, if he takes a little less this year and then agrees, to sign a little bit longer term deal next year when they got his bird rights, I could see that happening. But I could also see it coming down where they're going to decide between him and Schroeder. Now, the Lakers like Schroeder, so we'll there's that, and then it's like if it goes into mid-level territory, like you're going to want Lonnie, a 4th or 5th guard, or a big man. No, I do too. That's what I'm saying. So it's a tough decision.
Do you see another team giving him a bigger contract than what the Lakers can give him?
Well, yes, just for the fact that you got teams that are gonna have to get to the floor. So people forget about that portion. You got the salary cap. You got the cap, and then you've got the tax cap, and then you got the second apron. But you got to get to 120 million to even like, or you don't, you have to. You got to get to the floor. If you don't get to the floor, then you don't get any of that revenue sharing. Yeah, you don't get to that revenue sharing. So teams have to spend money to get to that. So you'll see guys like, okay, I'll give you that 1 year, 13, 14, whatever it is to get to the floor, because we're going to get way more than that on the revenue sharing. So teams like that can go after Lonnie, but I'm sure if he had his choice, he would like to get paid N.B.A. on the Lakers, but it's not in a vacuum that could work, but not in reality. He may have to sacrifice another year, and he hasn't got a bag yet, and you risk injury, so it's tough. I would love to have him back, but I just don't know if they're going to be able to make the money work.
Was there a comment down below? She said Austin Reeves has already agreed to his ideal number, and she said D'Lo isn't a strong mentally player. I agree with some of that. I used to go and watch D'Lo play at Ohio State, so I think D'Lo, like when they were say Lakers looking at Chris Paul to bring him in as a leader. D'Lo, if they get like another point guard, then because I think when they had Schroeder and D'Lo, I actually like Schroeder better because he plays better defense, and Schroeder can go off too. A lot of people don't understand Schroeder. I remember that game when they played the Grizzlies. Schroeder had that steal at the last minute, and they beat the Grizzlies.
Yep.
Schroeder's got heart. I don't think D'Lo doesn't have that heart. Schroeder, you know what I'm saying?
Schroeder got more heart, but D'Lo's got more ability. He's got more skill.
Right. So you got to figure out what the Lakers got to figure out what they want. But what I mean is, when you say more abilities, as far as shooting the three, he's got that little mid range, D'Lo. But then again, Schroeder's got more defense. He's quick. He's got more heart. It's kind of like Tristan Thompson. When they signed Tristan, we didn't know what we was going to get from him, right? That little bit of minutes that he played in that Denver game running with LeBron James, he gave us a spurt. And I heard people say, well, Tristan's, he ain't nothing. But still, he gave the Lakers what they needed.
Yeah, no, he's not nothing. He just couldn't be counted on for like realistic minutes. He can only give you that spurt. Now maybe next year he could. If he gets back in shape. Tristan's a lot. Tristan's a lot younger than people think. He's not.
He's only 20.
Yeah, Tristan is a lot younger than people think. It's
just, he's 30. He's 30.
Yeah, he wasn't out.
30.
He wasn't out due to injury or nothing. He was out taking care of his dad. You know what I mean? So it's like he wasn't like recovering or anything like that. He was dealing with a family member, and when he got back, so I wouldn't mind Tristan back, but it wasn't going to be. He really wasn't going to give us much. This year, there's no way he wasn't anywhere near to being in game shape.
Right. But I just think the Lakers. I don't think that they need to have D'Lo as their main point guard. I mean, we're doing the same thing.
Well, I just don't know if he's ever going to be the main point guard when you got Braun, Reeves. What do you go? I don't know about the main, but he's an option. And like I said, D'Lo is skilled. I think the Lakers need to do a better job of letting him play in a position and have the ball in his hands and play a game that he's comfortable with. They kind of didn't let him be him. And if you're going to have a guy like D'Lo,
when you say that though, when you look at Denver, right? He was missing in action on the Denver. I mean,
I get you.
They actually targeted D'Lo.
When you take a guy like D'Lo and just go stand in the corner and get ready to catch and shoot, you're going to lose him. So it's like
the Lakers never. It wasn't a Russell Westbrook situation. D'Lo had full access to do whatever he wanted. He played make.
No, there were times where he didn't. He was on the floor with LeBron and Schroeder at the same time.
Yeah, he was standing around.
D'Lo won him a couple games in the playoffs this year.
He did. He for sure did. And he won his games in the regular season.
No, what I'm saying is, as far as to go deep, can D'Lo take them deep? That's what I'm looking at as a basketball. A person looking at basketball.
You counting on D'Lo to take you deep without LeBron and AD being the ones taking you deep. You're in trouble anyway.
Because when he was in there, I mean, you're talking about Golden State, and I think Vancouver, he didn't do much with the Grizzlies. It was Rui Hachimura.
Oh no, he had a big game against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, he did.
Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves.
That closeout game, he was big, and he had a good game on the road versus them. I think it was game 1 and game 2.
Right, but you got to be consistent, man. That's what I'm saying. In the playoffs, you got to be consistent because when you look,
you got to get consistent touches too, and you got to be used correctly. There's a lot of guys. There's a reason why guys struggling to get with Braun. Guys who need the ball in their hands. So there's a precedent set for that. It's not just D'Lo. It's a lot of guys. So it's if they use him correctly. That's why sometimes I said like D'Lo in this it might be better coming off. You know, I didn't say it during the playoffs because I didn't want to lose him mentally. But D'Lo off the bench might be better because coming in and he can run the show
Yeah,
against the
that's what
second
I'm
unit.
saying, off the bench.
But
Right,
but that's too much money for a guy off your bench. So it's
right, and that's the same situation with Russell Westbrook. That's why I mentioned Russell Westbrook. When they had him come off the bench, he had that big contract, and they had him come off the bench, and that's why Dame didn't want to go to the Lakers because he didn't like what they did to Westbrook. And I agree with him.
no, they were trying to get Dame before they got Westbrook. He turned it down, and then
What
they
I'm
made the
saying
Westbrook
is,
trade.
no. What I'm saying is the comment that Dame said about how Russell Westbrook was treated as far as being a Laker. He said that's why he didn't want to go there. And all I'm saying is that's what I'm saying. Dame doesn't want to go to the Lakers, and that's what they're trying to do to D'Lo. But my thing is D'Lo, you gotta understand when it gets there, when you get to the finals, and D'Lo kind of faded because Denver actually targeted. When a team targets you and says you're the weakest link, mentally, that's going to wear on you.
I mean, like the Lakers did to Steph Curry? Didn't weaken him. I mean, like the Lakers did to Steph Curry?
Well, it
doesn't always weaken you.
No. That was a defensive thing because Anthony Davis played defense on him. We threw a little Vando because D'Lo wasn't playing no defense. It wasn't D'Lo.
No, I'm talking about the
defense.
Lakers were targeting Steph Curry on defense. They were going at him. So
yeah, but
I mean, that's in today's NBA. A lot of guys. That's not abnormal.
You're talking about Steph Curry versus D'Lo. They're totally different players. One, he's already got 4 championships. D'Lo's trying to get one, and they're total different players. You know what I'm saying? Because Curry will cook you. You can do that after that game, Vandal was tired. He looked He looked like somebody took him in the alley and beat him up. He was sitting on there tired. They used like 3 guys on Stephen Curry, and so what I'm saying is he'll adjust. Stephen Curry will adjust to what and how you're playing, and great players do that. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, if I'm the Lakers, I'm not going to have D'Lo be my starting point guard. Now, if they would have got Chris Paul, because Chris Paul wouldn't have played like heavy minutes, then let D'Lo just do the rest. You know what I mean? Relieve him because he gets injured anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Chris Paul's coming.
Right? No. That's what I'm saying. That's why he's going to the Clippers because he's good friends with Ty Lue. But what I'm saying is, and he played for the organization. And I don't think they're going to do anything because if Lob City didn't work and they had Blake Griffith and all them guys over there, I don't think anything's going to become of it. I really don't. I mean, Chris Paul, he's going to probably make them better. I don't see how it's going to work with Russell Westbrook.
They said that Russ is already mad that they were even recruiting him, so Russ may not even be back.
That's what I'm saying. So why? I don't understand. Like, he's going to the organization because he has history with him.
You ain't telling him to come.
You know what I mean? He's got history with them. But what I'm saying is, for him to go there and they already got Westbrook, and we saw what Westbrook did in the playoffs this year. He actually played good. And I was happy for him, man. I was happy for
Hey, Ring, your mic messing up, Ring. Your mic messing up.
Yeah.
My mic?
Yeah. You got a lot going on there. But one thing I will say, like D'Lo, like I said, D'Lo did not have a bad playoffs. I mean, he averaged 13.
No. That's
he
not
shot
what I'm
like
saying.
Where he struggled was with his 3-point percentage. I mean, like he shot like 50% from 2. His effective was 50.
I'm saying that. Let me explain myself, man. I'm not saying that D'Lo had a bad playoff. I'm saying to win a championship, you can't fade, right? I like D'Lo. I was actually happy when the Lakers got D'Angelo Russell, but they need to bring in somebody that's going to, because they had a 2-headed snake with Schroeder and D'Lo, and I actually didn't like when they played them both.
It's not great when they play both.
I didn't like that. I actually wanted to see Mo Bamba get in there with Anthony Davis.
He just was never healthy.
He was never healthy. Yeah. He got that foot injury, and I wanted to see what they play like because I think he had an upside with the shooting threes. He's lazy on defense. Sometimes he gets in foul trouble, but I mean, he's got to have brought back.
It's not sometimes. I think his per Like his per 36 fouls as a Laker, even though in a short stint, was 7.2 fouls per game.
Yeah, he
like,
Yeah.
like it was ridiculous. Like he was, instant offense. Like he was instant fouls. Like as soon as he came off that bench. So
Undisciplined, bro. He play
he's
undisciplined
completely
defense.
undisciplined. And he's got, I mean, I think he's got the longest wingspan in the league. I think I heard
Yeah,
Kareem
he
say
does.
that.
He does.
So,
Yeah,
so
he's
like,
7
like,
foot. Yeah.
so that, I mean, and like I said, like if he could figure it out, like that, I mean, he's got all the intangibles to be a solid backup big, but
Yeah, he does.
But being undisciplined, make things tough. But it's like I said, when it comes to D'Lo, my only thing is that I'm not really pushing back on anything you said. My only pushback is like I think they really didn't use him correctly. And if you don't use him correctly, you don't use a player to their skill set, a guy that you trade for, like, and it doesn't work out well. Part of that obviously is on him, obviously, but part of that is also on the coaching staff and his teammates for not figuring out ways to get him involved, because he's a weapon when he's on and he's going and he's used correctly. He's an absolute weapon.
And he has a beautiful shot too. He has a beautiful 3-point shot. His shot is pure.
And he can kill you. He can kill you when he gets hot.
Yeah, I was telling my wife, I said, man, he's got a beautiful shot. He played for Ohio State. We used to go down and see him play. I live in Cincinnati. And,
okay.
I used to play for overseas basketball for the Italian Red Dogs. I'm 6'8", and I used to average probably about 17 points per game. But I had a foot injury and surgery, and that pretty much just took care of that. But my thing is, man, I used to go down there and watch him play, and I knew he was always going to be that guy. Because he had something about him. I just think, he's got to think he's that guy. And that's what I think when Russ went there, and it was like when Russ was shooting, Russ was never like a scorer, like, you know what I'm saying? He was never that guy where, he's just going to just carry it. Shoot threes. They trying to, Lakers are trying to turn him into something that he was not. When they got him, I was not happy when they got Russ. And I knew they weren't going to win a championship with Russ, because you're getting OKC Russ. Russ plays with his head down, going to the basket, dunk over you like he did Rudy Gobert. He's going to do that. We saw that this year with the Clippers. When the Clippers let him play, Paul George wasn't there, Kawhi got hurt, nobody was there but Russ, and Russ was playing his head off.
Well, yeah, Russ can do that but the problem is when Russ's usage rate goes up, your wins go down. So it's like the thing is Russ is fully capable of doing that. And if you're a team that wants to barely squeak in or be a playing team,
but I'm talking about being dependable.
But I mean, no, I get you. Dependable is one thing, but a guy that's dependable that's going the reverse way with W's. You get what I mean? So it's like no one ever questions Russ's like heart, his motor, his energy, none of that. And to be honest, like Russ year one, like was nowhere near as conceding as he was in year two. I think the Lakers and Russ pretty much like, look, we're gonna play you to get you back to tradable, we're gonna get you out of here. But we have to get like year one, he wasn't having it though. Like he was not having it. Year two, like they both kind of did concessions to work with each other. It just ran its course. It was never gonna work. It was a horrible trade. It was a bad trade. But like Russ on the Clippers was different, just because like you had guys that like one, they were in and out of the lineup, load man. He could fit a little bit better, but their record was terrible when the games that he played. You know what I mean? And I know there's guys ins and out and this and that, but like the amount of
Kawhi Leonard and Paul George weren't even.
No, I know that
they were in and out.
But it's the same thing with the Lakers.
And they had John Wall. They had John Wall. I mean, the way I look at it, man, when you have a player or a franchise player like we're saying Wembanyama, is he going to be that franchise player, right? Look at Dame, right? Look at Portland.
Let's read this super chat, y'all.
Because I have watched D'Lo ever since he came into the league. He is a good player. He plays no defense, and he isn't a willing defender.
Yeah, that's true. 100%.
Adjust he doesn't. Right, that's what I'm saying.
Thank you for the super chat. Another super chat.
That's why the Nuggets targeted him. That's why the Nuggets targeted him. Brown, all of them. Murray, they targeted him because he's good. He's got a pure shot. He can make plays. I'm not saying he can't make plays, but is he that starting point guard that the Lakers need? That's my only case.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost too early to. We need to see him a full season with him. And like I said, he needs to be used correctly in the proper role. And LeBron's gotta share the wealth when it comes to ball handling. He's got to let
LeBron did. Hold on. LeBron shared the wealth, man. he actually played less. Well, I think he averaged less in the playoffs because he had more help. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of ball handlers. He had Schroeder, D'Lo, Austin Reeves. He had a lot of ball handlers.
I don't know, man. When you watch the end of those games and he's just dribble, jacking up threes, that's not what we need. And that's what I'm talking about. He needs to get the ball. Like LeBron almost shot us out of 3 games.
Behind the 3-point line, right? But he's 38.
Well, even if he makes it, it's terrible shots, is what I'm saying. Like the shot selection, because he can't get when he's out there dribbling the whole lockdown, and he can't get to his spots like he used to.
I agree with that.
So like let the hold on real quick. Let the point guard finish. If there's gonna be someone taking that shot, it shouldn't be him. So it should be not that he shouldn't get shots up, but that shot is not for Braun. So my thing is, if he's going to dribble the clock down and fire up a shot, I'd much rather have it in the hands of a guy who can get by his dude more consistently, get his shot off or pass.
Did you see the shots that D'Lo took in the Denver series?
Okay, but did you see the time of the clock when D'Lo got the ball in his hands? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like when D'Lo got the ball, it wasn't initiating offense. It was after the fact, and LeBron is also notorious for either shooting it or giving it to a guy with like 3 or less seconds on the clock, and then it's like I said, that's not using him correctly. So if they use D'Lo correctly,
you saying you talking about Darvin Ham not using it correctly because Braun, I mean.
Well, no, I mean LeBron can give him the ball. I mean, like when they inbound the ball to LeBron, dribble to D'Lo and give him the ball. Like LeBron has saying that too.
Yeah, so if you notice what just to caveat off of what Jeff's saying, the Lakers' offense was most effective when LeBron was cutting off ball. When D'Lo was coming off screens and able to get LeBron cut to the ball, the offense is unstoppable.
Yep. It's like
I agree with some of that, but like I said again, when Denver targeted, they didn't target anybody else but D'Lo, and so my thing is I'm looking at defense, and and that's why D'Lo was getting mad. I think he blocked Brown's shot.
He did.
He was getting mad because they targeted. He targeted.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with him targeting.
Darvin Ham took him out. Darvin Ham took him out. He had to take him out.
The thing was like, D'Lo wasn't even the biggest problem in that series. Like I said, it was he catches the blame for it, but the biggest problem was second chance points, rebound, and lack of transition defense. So at the end of the day, D'Lo really doesn't affect either one of those. So it's like at the end of the day,
so you're saying you would start D'Lo.
Mr. Mass, you still, bro.
Say what?
What was that?
Mr. Mass in the building.
But you say would you what?
No, I said would you start D'Lo? And let's say the finals, the Western Conference Finals start again. You're starting D'Lo.
I mean, if we have the same roster,
yeah,
you got no choice.
You got no choice.
I'm just saying. So if Denver's targeting D'Lo, and Brown and Murray are cooking on D'Lo, you still just let him play. Let him play his game.
And they were cooking on Schroeder too, though.
Yeah, I mean, like who
Schroeder
else?
has better defense though. He was.
I mean, there was no one. The Lakers didn't have anyone that was able to hold Murray, regardless.
Right,
of the fact.
But I mean, Schroeder. If you got a guy that's 6'1", you got a guy that's 6'4" and D'Lo, and the guy that's shorter is playing better defense than the guy that what I'm saying. And he starts.
No, bro, every time he was getting Schroeder on, bro, he was just taking them to the post, bro, and posting them up.
And Dennis takes a lot of bad shots too, man. Like you gotta there's pros and cons.
Yeah, it's give and take. I mean, D'Lo is better offensively, but Schroeder's better defensively. But just real quick, fellas, and salute to the panel, man. You guys making some great points, man. But for me, those games were teetering back and forth in the fourth quarter, and however bad D'Lo played, Schroeder, Brown, whoever you want to mention, the game was in the balance in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And as Laker fans, you guys should be mad with 2 guys. Period, bro. LeBron and Anthony Davis, bro. Your 2 star players did not close.
Well, actually, I'd be more, Mr. Miles, I'd be more mad at LeBron than I would Anthony Davis.
Listen, I mean,
hold on. The first game,
all right.
Even though Joker cooked him in a triple double, he had 40. So he was playing. He was playing. He did, you know what I'm saying? He got cooked in the triple double.
Yeah, but I don't care about the 40 points, bro. Bro, LeBron James had 40 points in game 4, but he had 30 of those points in the first half. So guess what? I care about
he was out of gas
the points.
Third quarter. He was out of gas.
Listen, out of gas. Come on, man.
Yeah, he was
this
out
is
of gas.
crazy. He's been saying out of gas.
He was just jacking up bad shots.
Right,
yeah, he was. I mean, like I said, if you're out of gas, hold on real quick. If you're out of gas, then give the ball to someone who's got more in the tank.
Correct.
So like that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna bash,
more said at LeBron because he was
so Moss, let me ask you a question.
But he had gas to shoot the shots. But
let me
then
ask
he
you a
had no
question.
gas. Oh, okay, I got you, man.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead,
So
bro.
let me ask you a question. So if Bron's, we all saw, right? What was that? Game one when the
Yeah.
Lakers made that comeback. We're in that game, and Bron did like 3 ridiculous 3-point shots, right?
Yes.
How are we blaming D'Lo for that?
You can't, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm blaming LeBron James and the offense. And sometimes, bro, it takes 1 or 2 bad shots to throw your offense all the way off, bro. That's
And
why.
your defense.
Listen, that's well, that too. But there's a word called momentum and game-changing plays. And those 2 shots that he took, bro, were just bad timing shots. I mean, LeBron,
Yeah, the
you're not
first 2
Steph,
games were
you're not
winnable,
Clay.
right? Yeah, the first 2 games were winnable.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. Especially game 2, bro. Especially game 2.
I was pissed, man.
Yeah, I agree with you
Yeah.
on that, man. I definitely agree.
Yeah,
with
like
you.
when you have the worst transition defense in the league, and those are the shots you're taking, and immediately leads to another 3 or dunk and add one for the other team. That's just ridiculous.
And this is why I said, even though the Lakers had one of the best records, if not the best record after the trade deadline, and a top defense, that stat is misleading because that defense wasn't against top tier teams, bro. It just wasn't. And so that's why I don't judge team stats off the year because certain factors play a part. I care about what you do versus contending teams, and I'm gonna judge your defense after that. I guarantee you that Lakers' so-called top defense was not that top versus the top teams, especially the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say,
hold on real quick.
is,
That's a
I
fact.
will
though,
say that I like
they were
what
top in
Rob
round 1 and 2
Pelinka-
though. They were top still through round 2, but it just and then they did go up against the 2 seed and the 6 seed.
Well, hold on, bro. We all know that the Memphis Grizzlies are not the best offensive team. So that again, bro, the Memphis Grizzlies offensively are dysfunctional. They don't have elite shooting.
Bracket? What was Memphis' bracket? Number 2 or 3?
Man, bro, don't let that seeding fool you, man. I mean, bro, that's just seeding.
No,
okay?
I'm asking.
I hear you. I just wasn't.
Yeah,
let me finish real quick though. I hear you. I'm not disagreeing with the point. What I'm saying is, I agree with you that the Lakers defense was not. I agree with you. What you're saying is wasn't to the level it was being kind of showed to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, but they did get a lot better defensively.
Well,
So
of course they did, bro.
Yeah,
they got a lot better defensively.
Yeah, so that's why I agree with you. I agree with you though. But
to be fair though, the Lakers defense made a lot of mistakes versus Golden State and Memphis. It's just that a elite team like Denver made them pay for the mistakes, whereas Golden State and Memphis couldn't.
Picked them apart.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's the difference, bro. Honestly,
they did. Denver picked them apart.
We picked everybody apart though.
Yeah, they did.
Oh well, come on. They had Miami. Come on, did you really think Miami?
They could have played Boston. They could have played Philly. They could have played, bro. They was gonna pick anybody apart, bro.
It was their year, man. And
Who was the highest offensive team in the West coming into the playoffs?
I do think Miami Heat had less than what the Lakers did.
Denver got away with one. I believe the Clippers
that was on the top of the that's what I'm saying. Sacramento was Golden State beat them, and we beat Golden State, so that logic is flawed.
What you mean?
You were talking about the Lakers defense. The Lakers was tired, man. They did all their work to get back in the playoff run, man.
That's part of it too. That's part of it too, for sure.
Hey, what I will say about the Lakers,
why
we were on the bottom. The Lakers were on the bottom, and to be where they were.
Well, no, okay, but that's
NBA basketball 101, bro. That's NBA basketball 101. And why is it every time a team loses? I'm sorry. Every time the Lakers lose, like it's an excuse, bro. So guess what?
It's not an excuse, man.
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm challenging your logic.
You
was talking about the Lakers defense, man. The Lakers was tired, man.
Oh well.
If they beat Golden State, which was the team that beat Sacramento, really? How's that logic?
Well, matchups matter. Matchups matter. And also real quick. Hold on. And experience matters. So Sacramento, although going in, they weren't ready for a 7-game series yet. That showed. I think the Lakers could have beat them. I had Golden State beating them. I think a few teams could have beat Sacramento. They're fun. They're great to watch. They're just not. They just weren't ready yet. Be ready for them next year.
No defense, bro. That's their problem.
I've never heard of styles make fights. And
Sacramento's up and coming team.
The Lakers got beat because of size, man.
The Lakers got beat for multiple reasons.
Right.
It wasn't just
the main reasons were is that the Denver Nuggets had the 2 best players in the series playing that way. Not saying they are, but they played the best 2 in the series.
I agree with you.
Yep.
I agree.
And also the bench played better too. Brown.
yeah.
Michael Porter Jr. was killing him in the corner. Even Green, the veteran Green, he hit those corner threes. You know what I'm saying?
Especially Bruce Brown, bro. I've seen Bruce Brown go 94 feet multiple times on them.
He was a cheat code for
Yeah,
that.
but he was doing that. But Bruce Brown was doing that when he played for Brooklyn. When he played
I know
for
that. I'm
Brooklyn,
just saying, but that just goes to what Miles was saying earlier about their transition defense, bro. It was lackadaisical.
Yeah, it just
call him Doo-Doo Brown.
The Lakers love. My whole point of this was just there was so much more than D'Lo as to why they lost that series. That was the whole point.
I agree. I'm just saying, like,
I think Braun was the reason they lost. To be real with you.
The Lakers running back with D'Lo. Don't look for no other point guard. Just running back with Schroeder, D'Lo, and just maybe go out and get Boyce or whoever, and just running back. It
just comes back to if Braun is not ready to share the ball handling duties, it's going to be a problem. Is all I'm saying.
I think he's ready if he trusts whoever it is, man.
I don't think.
I hope so. I mean, that's my hope. But he keeps saying that he's not doing it.
I don't think he trusts him. That's what I'm saying.
So it's just, I mean, you can't.
Well, my thing is, let me ask you this: when you say Braun has to be able to trust D'Lo, and he's that player, do you think Michael Jordan would have trusted D'Lo? Do you think Kobe would have trusted D'Lo? Do you think?
I think Mike would have, because Mike would have punched him in the face till he got it right.
Like he did Steve Kerr.
Well,
I mean, you can laugh, but Mike
Hey, bro,
that's what you got to love
about.
Didn't
Kobe trust Derek Fisher? Did Kobe trust Derek Fisher? Okay,
sure did.
There you go.
No,
then.
I'm just saying it's true. No,
well,
I
also think that. But I think
D'Lo
hit enough clutch shots and has hit enough shots in his career that you can trust him.
He's an all-star. He's an all-star.
Trust him. I agree with Chip, man. I agree with Chip. D'Lo hit a lot of big shots, man. He's not afraid.
Yeah, he did.
You got to use him correctly. You got to use him.
Can we address
because he hit in that Golden State series? He hit what about? I think he hit like 6 points. Or something like that.
Can we address the elephant in the room?
It's LeBron James.
The ball,
Can we address the elephant in the room real quick, though, guys? Guess what?
Yeah.
LeBron James would trust.
Year 20?
No. To me, it's not about trusting guys, bro. Y'all mixing Kobe and MJ, bro. Kobe and MJ can play off the ball where other guys can get their shit off.
Yeah, even Ray Allen can play with off the ball.
Right. LeBron James, to me, is not efficient and not well versed off the ball enough to where he can just get his shit off the ball.
But you know what? He can.
If he had that type of skill set, bro, then this would be a new point.
See, the only thing I disagree with you about that, man.
I'm going to disagree too.
They had a system to play in, though, man. See, these coaches are not putting any system around LeBron to fit him into it. That's the difference.
They
had systems like the triangle.
What do you mean a system, bro? Like, why can't LeBron?
Triangle is a system, bro. The triangle is a system. It's predicated off ball movement. Like,
but Kobe and MJ had the skill set, bro, to play off the ball.
No.
But
LeBron can play off ball.
LeBron ain't gonna move.
He can't.
He just choose not to.
LeBron will not move.
He can't.
Yeah, Bron is not nowhere near.
He's not moving. He's not cutting. He's not doing
right.
I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying the system.
They're not even in the same universe skill-wise off ball. Yeah.
The system they was in helped them, though. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying LeBron can't do it. LeBron ain't gonna do it. That's the issue.
Okay,
that's true.
Fair.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And then when Bron decided to play out of the post, he was much more effective. He just refuses to do it.
LeBron wants to be the system. Is all I'm saying.
Right.
He don't want to.
He ain't doing no cutting, none of that, man. He ain't doing it, man.
Yep, he sure ain't, bro. That's a fair point.
I think if he would have never had a coach,
and it hurts the team. That hurts the team.
Yeah, it definitely hurts the team. I'll be pissed off, man.
Yeah,
you got him at the top and wanted to ball handle the ball, and he's shooting those crazy threes, watching it and posing while the other guards running down the other end, and you wonder why transition defense is so bad. He's a part of that too. So it's just there's a lot. Like I said, there were so many things.
He missed a lot of rotations too, bro. He was late on a lot of rotations.
There were times he played great defense too, but it's just I do believe that there was some merit to they got gassed. There was, but they also dug themselves that hole to begin with that caused them to get gassed, and they also dug them holes in the playoffs that caused them to run out of gas. So
that's true.
When you like I said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? Like if you put yourself in that position time and time again, where you have to use all your energy just to get back even, and that team goes on a run again, you're cooked.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like you got to blame the stars because that's who we blame.
Yeah,
when you give them all the credit when they win, so you got to blame when they lose.
Right.
Oh, facts. No, not every Laker fan makes excuses.
And if D'Lo would have played great, there's no way that y'all just says, "Oh, D'Lo is the reason why they won," but when he plays bad, he's the reason why they lose.
Okay.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of fans are not giving D'Lo credit for what he did in rounds 1 and 2. In rounds 1 and 2, without D'Lo, the Lakers might not win them series.
They may not even make the playoffs.
Credit for that.
All the guys.
I think without D'Lo, the Lakers wouldn't even been where they would have been.
They wouldn't have been. Every single guy that the Lakers, even before Beasley fell off. Even before Beasley fell off, he helped us win regular season games.
And Beasley was a non-factor. I'm not Beasley, but Vando was a non-factor in the Grizz. I mean the
because there's really nothing for him to do if he can't make a shot. If he can't hit that corner three, he's got to get that corner three down.
If he ever gets that corner shot over,
then he can finish games. Then he can finish
with
games.
a coach. If he works with a coach and he gets that shot, oh man,
he should have. Vando should have been doing what the Braun dude was doing. He should have been
Draymond Green. He could be like Draymond Green, because Draymond can hit a three, like 1 or 2 threes a game. And if Vando can get that shot,
Draymond can't do that, bro. Bro, what are you saying, man? Draymond hit no 1, 2 threes that game.
No, you're not listening.
He can't get lucky and hit one.
I'm saying he can hit the three. When you leave him open, he might.
Draymond's a bad fit, man.
Say it again.
Draymond's a bad fit.
No, you talking about No. I'm just saying he can hit that shot. He's like a utility knife. That's all I'm saying. Draymond can, he can rebound, he can pass, he fits Golden State system, but he can still do that, and he can hit that three. He's not a high percentage 3-point shooter, but what I'm saying is, if D'Lo ever can hit that shot,
get lucky every now and then. Okay, yeah,
he could be a 2-way defender. He can defend and he can hit that corner three, kind of like Tucker.
PJ Tucker ain't making threes no more, and he ain't playing no defense.
You're missing what I'm saying, man.
Let me just say this, though, bro. Let me just say this. All the young players out there, right? If you want to be able to play in the NBA, when you make it there, bro, look at a guy like Braun from the Denver Nuggets, bro. He's not the best offensive player, but the way he
had 16 points the last game, didn't he?
That's the type of stuff you need to be able to do. That's what Vando should be doing on offense.
Right.
He should be cutting.
Vando is way more PJ Tucker than he is Draymond.
For me,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. PJ Tucker.
I'm not going front, fellas. The bright spot for me for the Lakers, and I'm not even a Lakers fan. Y'all know this, but bro, I've been impressed with Austin Reeves all year.
Oh yeah,
me too.
He's only getting better.
I
love that dude
on Ticket TV, man,
and I was wrong about him.
And I thought he was gonna shrink in the playoffs, man, but he did.
Y'all remember the last game of the season?
Especially
Y'all remember
Western
the last game of the
Conference
season
Finals,
when they had Russell? Remember the last game of the season when they had Russell and they didn't play those guys and they beat Denver? Remember when Austin Reeves went off?
Yeah,
I think he had like 30 or 40 points. He went off in Denver. In Denver. The last game, it didn't count. It wasn't a nothing game, but the last game, those guys played their butts off the bench.
That guy plays every game the same. Like, it doesn't matter if it's playoffs, if it's that's why I like Boston.
He gives it his all, and that's
I'm not going front. I do like.
What's his nickname? What they call him? His nickname?
AR-15.
Here, Bill Cole.
That's an old name though. Utah. There used to be an old guy, AR-15. What was his name?
No, he was AK.
That was AK-47.
AK-47. Yeah, AK-47. Yeah, that was. I gotta look that up. Yeah, but I mean, he's always played the same way. I mean, Andre Karolinko?
Yeah, Karolinko.
Yeah. But I mean, look, Austin Reeves, man, he always plays the same way, and he keeps playing that. He could be an all-star, in the future. I mean, he keeps playing that way. It may not be with the Lakers. It may not be while LeBron's there, or it may be somewhere else.
Yeah, it might be. Gonna get paid.
I don't think it's gonna be while LeBron's playing, because it's just. LeBron wants to play with Bron. I don't think, like you said, high usage rate, he's got to have the ball. So,
which hurts his team.
Yeah.
Which hurts his team.
Yeah. And so when you look at it, man, the Lakers are just going to have to, they got some things to, I mean, look, I was happy. I didn't even think they was going to make the finals, because where they were and how Anthony Davis was hurt and LeBron James got hurt.
Yeah.
And it was just the in and out, and they only had, the guys that was playing was Brown, Schroeder, and those guys was playing.
Parker.
They had Bryant. They traded Bryant, got, Pelinka, and I think Pelinka's got something up his sleeve, though. I think Pelinka's got something up his sleeve. I've been hearing a lot of,
because he's limited on what he can do. So when you say up his sleeve,
he's got to trade Beasley, and he's got to trade Bamba, because they ain't gonna, them guys is just, I mean, they didn't use them, and I think Beasley is good. He's streaky. He's a streaky shooter, but I think he's capable of doing
But what are you getting back for Beasley though?
You know,
That's a question.
You got something back for him. One thing, let me tell you this. One thing about teams, man. Teams ain't stupid. They know it just maybe was a bad fit. You think teams saw him in Utah, saw him in Minnesota, and now all of a sudden and say he's a bad player? They know they know exactly
He had an impact though, Rain. He still had an even when he wasn't hitting shots, he still had an impact on the floor.
They know who he is, so it's not like it's not like
I like Beasley.
when people stock drop,
He's
it's
streaky.
because they get old or they injury prone. A guy like Beasley, his resume, and he played the exact same way.
I think he averaged Minnesota, Kareem. What did he average? Like 14, 12, 14?
Why trade him?
He's the same player.
Keep him.
He's always been streaky. Always.
Yeah, he's streaky. I understand that he's streaky, but
it's not like nobody he inspiring.
Teams always defend him the same though. Even when he misses shots, they still hug on to him tight.
Yeah, and there's value in that. You can't double off of him.
Exactly. That's still an impact for your team.
I don't think they're gonna just throw him away. I don't think they're just gonna like not. I think
Because that one game, y'all remember he was hot. I think he scored what, 25 or 27?
He had a couple games. Well, I tell you, he won us some regular season games. Everyone they traded for won us a couple games.
Asking, man. Then why trade him for?
And Mo Bamba has an upside. He's the big that can shoot.
Because you played bad in one series or two doesn't mean that you can't come back.
Yeah. I mean, Moss, I know you're not a Laker fan, but I'm sure you've seen enough where these guys who can shoot and then they get to the Lakers and can't shoot, right?
I just think it's like ridiculous with the rumors.
It's a normal thing, but also as soon as they get a guy that can shoot and can't shoot, they never give him time to figure it out. They always get rid of him.
Well,
so
because
it's like
they're asked. Listen, bro, real quick, Pastor. And what I'm about to say is gonna be controversial, but I have to say it, bro. When you play with, especially with LeBron and Anthony Davis, specifically LeBron James, bro, your individual game is going to take a hit, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Your game is going to digress. Bro,
that was my defense about D'Lo.
Yeah,
look at Kevin
that
Love,
is not going to be highlighted, bro.
Chris Bosh.
You're going to be hold on, bro. You're going to be asked to stand in the corner and shoot corner threes. That's it.
Yeah,
bro. And Beasley is so much more than that. He's so much more than that. And
he
so
can
you're
actually
right,
put the
bro.
ball down and draw to the basket too.
Yes, he can. Yeah, so
yeah, he can do that.
It is what it is, man. It's just.
But Mr. Moss, if you look at the championships when they had Chris Bosh, right? Chris Bosh, when he played for Toronto, he could put the ball down and go to the basket, but they were turning him into a 3-point shooter.
But
and you know what I mean,
bro, the second option takes a huge hit to their bag playing LeBron. The third is your public enemy number one in your own city. You're gonna get blamed for almost everything, you know.
Well, let's be fair to you, fellas. I mean, there are so many games this year where LeBron James doubled AD in shot attempts, and Anthony Davis is younger, better offensively and defensively. And one thing we do know about this league is this: you have to keep your big men engaged and have him touch the basketball.
Yeah, he got to have touches.
Yeah, he needs his touches, bro. Make or miss, you go through Anthony Davis.
You got to keep feeding him in the low post. Yes,
I agree with you defensively, but he too inconsistent offensively for me to give you that he better than him.
Well, it depends on where he is, because when you feed Anthony Davis on that post and you put him right in that range, he'll kill you. Because if you look at the Denver series when he scored 40 points against Joker, he was eating.
Well, he was comfortable.
It also goes to his mentality too, though, bro. Sometimes, bro, you can look at his body language and tell that his mentality is not there, bro.
Yeah, especially when Braun was chasing a record and he knew he wasn't getting the ball, he was like, you know what I mean? Like,
OKC. You talking about that OKC game? Yeah, he was.
But then Braun kind of went back to. No, I'm talking about the whole first half of the year. Like,
well, the OKC game,
That's how I knew our record was going to shift as soon as he broke that record, because it was just like now it was going to be a little bit more team ball. And then when it got to the playoffs, that's what made me mad about the Denver series at the end of those games, because he went back into record chasing mode, and that's how we got to 2-10. You know what I mean? And that was my biggest. And I'm not a Braun hater.
He still got something to prove, man.
My thing is, I live in Ohio, right? My wife's from the Cleveland area. You know, she see LeBron James before he got in the N.B.A. See him playing on the, the playground and stuff like that. But the thing is, how I look at it, man, I'm old school, right? Ray Allen, Michael Jordan, Chris Mullin. I mean, he's not even a legendary player, but I mean, just players like that were shooters. Reggie Miller, Charles Barkley, Mitch Richmond, The Rock. I'm from the 90s, and I like 90s basketball. You know what I'm saying? But I like LeBron. I think LeBron some people say, could he have made it back in the 80s with Detroit Pistons and the Lakers and the Boston Celtics? You know what I mean? That's a debate. I don't know. We'll never know.
LeBron can play in any era.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and that's a debate.
Like, he's too
LeBron
physically.
I'm not one to argue.
LeBron can play definitely in any era, but he wouldn't be to the level he is today because a guy like Jordan wouldn't allow him to be that guy.
I think you heard what Mike said though, Mr.
He can play in any era, but
what did Mike say?
He wouldn't be what he is now.
No, but to say like he couldn't play, that people are crazy for that. Like,
right?
I don't believe that, bro, because he played against Kobe, and Kobe was just like Mike Brook, and he still was Bron, bro. You still got to give him respect.
So you talking about LeBron?
Yeah, bro. Like,
yeah.
I never put Kobe on the floor together.
I'm not doing dissing. I'm not going to dissing, but I think when it comes to the
Moss, let me ask you a question. What do you have Bron all time? I know he's not your GOAT, but what number of all time do you have him?
He's like 7, 8, 7, 8.
Okay, yeah. So you mean I'm just asking a question. I'm not trolling. Like a 6 or 7
please, bro,
all
actually,
time.
bro, please, actually 6, 7, or 8 for me.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So a 6, 7, or 8 guy can play well in any era, bro.
Of course,
I
absolutely.
got LeBron higher, but
I agree with that.
You saying he wouldn't dominate in the other era?
He would dominate to a certain degree, but he wouldn't be looked at like he is looked at now because again, in that era, bro, the game was more physical.
It was
and
physical.
Hold on, bro.
Detroit.
If you didn't have a consistent perimeter game, because guess what? In that era, you beat him off the dribble. You got David, Mutombo, Patrick at the rim waiting for you. And so LeBron James' perimeter game wasn't on point. No, I mean he would be good, great, but not to his level great. No, absolutely not, bro.
Right. I agree.
That's not all the way true though, bro. Because in the 90s, the perimeter game, like it was important, but it wasn't as important as it is now. Like they weren't shooting as many threes and worrying about threes as much as they was now. A lot of guys didn't have a lot of perimeter games and still was able to get to the cup and do what they needed.
Well, the guys back then, to me, were more skilled, bro. You got guys shooting. Hold on, bro. In the 90s, bro, respectfully, you had guys who shot the mid-range jump shot consistently. They can dribble, pass, and shoot. In this era, you got specialists. And so, again, I agree. LeBron would be great. But, again, bro, the physicality, bro, we've seen LeBron James complain about this era's defense, bro. Touching, grabbing, and holding. Imagine back then. Imagine that.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, bro?
I think he would have been able to adjust to it the same way Jordan would have been able to. The same way Jordan did, bro.
Yeah, but Jordan still said
the same way every other player adjusted to it, bro. I mean, it's just if you know anything about sports, bro, once you do something a certain amount of time, bro, you can adjust to it, bro. So I mean, I can't say he wouldn't be able to.
Okay, so just real quick, respectfully, can I ask you a question then? Because you just said adjust, right? We saw the Spurs in 07 throw a zone defense at him. Bruce Bowen goes under the pick. LeBron James had one of his worst shooting series of his career, right? 3 years later, in 2011, the Dallas Mavericks did the exact same thing. And what happened, bro?
I'm talking about adjusting to the physicality.
He did not adjust.
You're talking about physicality.
All those things pay
physicality.
That's huge.
I mean,
but you got to think about LeBron James' mindset, bro. Put LeBron James' mentality in that era. His mentality is not like that. It's not.
Bro, all I'm saying is you don't know what his mentality has been in that area. I don't know what you don't know what
he's still great though.
Been in that area, bro, because I would say him in that era would have forced him to change his mentality, bro.
Can I say this real quick?
Maybe not. Yeah, I mean, I got you, bro. I got you.
Like prime example, right? Like prime example, like a lot of the stuff that they were doing to Jordan, they couldn't do it in this area. They would have to change their mentality in this area. A lot of them guys who were just clotheslining people just to get paychecks won't be able to survive in this area.
And I get the mentality thing is a real thing though. He's not on the level of Jordan, Kobe, and like that stuff.
I'm not saying he has a killer will as them, bro. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is you don't know what he would have did because it's a different era. So he'd have been different games and come up in the different rules, and it's just different. Like I said, they were bred different. They bred now. So if he was able to grow up in the era with them guys, you don't know what he would have been able to do. Is all I'm saying. If he was able to grow up in the era. What kills him is because he grew up in this soft ass era. That's why he's the way he is. But if he had to grow up in that hard era like that, he wouldn't be able to be soft like he is now.
Well, I mean, when he came out in 2003 through that, I mean, it wasn't too soft back then.
Yeah, exactly. He was soft back then.
The league was already going soft. It was already going to it wasn't still as physical as it used to be in the 90s, bro.
Oh no, but 2003 to 2007 was still pretty brutal.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't on that the level of the '90s, bro. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying, they had already started going soft. Is all I'm saying. By
No,
that
he's
point in
right.
time, the league
I
was
agree.
closer to being soft than it was still being physical. Is all I'm saying.
Hey, I got a question for y'all, man. So I know the Lakers wouldn't do this. Do y'all think it's a perfect time for the Lakers to rebuild, like right now?
Rebuild?
Yep. Not like rebuild, but like get some young stars and stuff, man. Like coming up,
They
cause
got
like
stars. They got
we
Austin
could
Reeves.
Yeah,
we could send like we sent AD to Portland.
No.
We
To
get
get
a
who?
boatload back.
To get who young though? To get who?
We'll get Simmons. We'll get
Okay.
that.
Who else?
We'll probably get that pick.
Okay.
Hey, excuse me, fellas. Let me read the super chat for Kareem right quick, fellas.
Okay, for sure.
7-Day Sports Pod again, man. He said Lakers are trading the 17th pick either to the Pacers or the Nets. Just reported on D'Lo's situation. No one is blaming D'Lo, but the Denver player. No one is blaming D'Lo, but like the Denver role players.
What happened? Say that again.
He said Lakers are trading the 17th pick either to the Pacers or the Nets. Just reported.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I got you.
And then he says on the D'Lo situation, no one is blaming D'Lo, but like the Denver role players.
But where was that reported? Because if it was like on Twitter or something, like where was that at?
I gotta find that. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, you gotta ask 7 days.
Okay, because
I have to look at that. Because I think they actually need. I would keep D'Lo if they could, but if they're trading that, what are they trading it for? Are they moving back or what? What are they? I mean,
I want to go back to what Homeboy said. I mean, if you trade AD and go get some young guys, and then you mentioned Anthony Simons, bro. What do you think? LeBron James gonna take a back seat and let Anthony Simons just cook?
I'm just saying, like, blow it up.
Man. Definitely not.
Well, let me tell you exactly why they won't do it. One, if you trade AD,
I know they ain't gonna do it.
Well, hold on, no, but just real quick, just to kind of. So if they trade AD and they get like a third pick and Simons back, and Bron's probably not even playing most next year in that scenario, and he's out of there. But at the same time, you go to the lottery and your pick's going to New Orleans, so you're trading that pick just to put yourself in the lottery when you don't have your pick, most likely. So no, that won't happen.
Yeah.
I was just trying to look down the road a little bit.
No, for down the road, who they are. I mean, they got the 17th pick. They're re-signing Reeves. That's why I'm saying just re-sign D'Lo. They're trying to keep their young guys while they're still going through with what the LeBron and AD situation. But they're surrounding them with younger guys, so they kind of are rebuilding in a way with adding the young guys around those two. But they're not. You can't trade AD right now, not yet.
No, I wouldn't. They wouldn't shoot. They wouldn't have it unless they get back. But I wanted to go back in part of what we were talking about when we talking about LeBron. Is that when you look at his career, he was never going to be a guy that anybody thought would break the scoring record, right? Let alone the playoff scoring record. So I mean, he's broke. When you look at the top 10 all around assists and different records, I mean, he's going to be on there. So I mean, giving him credit. I mean, yeah, I give him credit.
No, I don't bash any of his numbers, any of his accolades. I don't got nothing bad to say. I'm not like quote unquote a Bron guy, but I'm not a Bron hater either.
Right.
I watch. He's great to me. He's greatness. I think he's a little extra. I think he does stuff that I think he brings this on himself sometimes with his antics. But between those lines, the dude's a baller. I can't.
I mean, when you look at the Boston game, right, where Tatum smacked him on the wrist, and the referee was right there and looked up and saw it, I think he's like Shaq. When Shaq was in the league, he was getting fouled, like Hack-a-Shaq, kind of like there, because LeBron's not a good foul shooter. But what I'm saying is, when he goes to the basket hard, and that's what everybody wants him to do, go to the basket, quit shooting, go to the basket, put your head down. He doesn't get the calls. You get what I'm saying?
No, he didn't get that call, bro. And for the record, bro, LeBron James dips his shoulders into guys' chest. He pushes off.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You talking about how he did it.
I was
what
listening
I'm saying
to you
is,
talking,
hold on,
bro.
Mr. Miles. What I'm saying is, I'm not talking about how he drove to the basket. I'm just saying it's like what the dude said. He kind of overdoes it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he's his own worst enemy.
What were you saying about those numbers, bro? What'd you say? I mean, I was getting some water. Say it again, Pastor, about those top 10. What'd you say about numbers?
What I was saying was when he came in the league, LeBron James, everybody thought he was a pass first guy, not a scorer. He wasn't.
That's his talking point. But yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying he wasn't, and then you turn around now in year 20, in year 21.
Yeah.
He keeps his body in shape. This is not a debate against Michael because I'm an 80s. I don't know how old you are, Mr. Miles, but I think I'm older than you.
I'm 40.
Okay.
And I'm
So
from Ohio too, bro. I'm
but
I'm
what I'm
from
saying is,
Sandusky, Ohio, but go ahead.
but what I'm saying is, I'm strictly, Chicago Bulls was my team in the 90s, man.
I got you.
And
Me too.
the 80s, it was,
Or Jordan
Magic.
was. I'm a Rockets fan, but go ahead.
Oh yeah. Well, y'all supposed to be getting James Harden, I hear.
I hope not, but go ahead, bro, because I want to rebut what
You
you're about
don't
to say.
think James Harden come back?
Man, listen, if my Rockets do that, bro, then they're the
stupid.
dumbest franchise
Stupid.
on planet Earth.
Right.
I think the core they got. I think off record. I think the core that the Rockers got. They got my boy from Ohio State. I think they got a. I really think they got something. I really think.
might
They
move
got
Kevin. I
something
might move
if they
Kevin
can learn how
Porter.
to play basketball. I mean, listen,
You said
we
Kevin
got
Porter?
talent.
You
They
said
just don't
move
know how to play
Kevin Porter
basketball yet.
Junior.
Yeah, I would probably move him.
He's head case, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, Cleveland moved him. Cleveland, the Cavs got off of him.
He's head
But
case, man.
I just think that he's one of those guys that he can get you 20.
He can ball. He can
Well,
ball.
yeah, he got talent. But Pastor, bro, finish what you're saying, Ron, about those numbers and stuff, because
No, it's
I want to.
what I'm
If you were
saying
going
is
somewhere with that, and I
when
have
you
to
look at
rebut what
what
you're about to say,
LeBron,
but go ahead.
and I know what you're going to say. What I was saying was when you look at LeBron's body of work,
Okay, yeah.
and you look at Magic, guys that were not. I look at LeBron like towards more of a Magic, with a little scoring ability that he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Not a Michael Jordan. I don't look at LeBron like towards Michael Jordan. Never did. I don't even know why the debate came up.
It's an insult to
Because he
even
said he was
mention
great.
the two guys in the same breath. But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying when you look at the body of work that he's done.
What about it?
You saying you saw it with the two guys? Come on, Magic.
No, MJ and LeBron James, bro. It's an insult to even mention
No, that's
LeBron
what
in
I'm
the same
saying.
breath as him.
ESPN
Go ahead, man.
What I'm saying is ESPN made that narrative, man.
They did. I agree with that.
They created the narrative because it used to be Michael Jordan and LeBron. Then it was James Harden and LeBron. Then it was Kevin Durant and LeBron. So when LeBron was put up against every
They just leapfrog guys like Tim Duncan, Kobe, Magic, and put LeBron right there at the standard. But bro, go ahead, man, because you talked about numbers and stats, so get to that point so I can.
No, I'm just what I'm talking about is when I'm talking about
I want
numbers
to kill
and stats,
that argument.
Yeah, no, it's not an argument, man. I'm not creating an argument. What I'm saying is he didn't come in the league. You never looked at LeBron James as being number one on Mount Rushmore as far as all-time score.
That's
Kareem
true. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah,
point.
you never. Oh, LeBron James.
I didn't see that coming.
All-time scoring record. LeBron James going to be top 10 in assists. He's doing like what nobody expected him to do. So
can I say something real quick, Pastor? Real quick,
put
bro.
him on top 10. You can put him on your top.
When I by year 3 or 4, when I figured out that his skill set was balls in my hands, I dictate everything. I'm gonna get my 30, and then everybody else eats after me. Then at that point, I kind of figured he can get close to this point where he's all-time scorer. But you're right, though. When we first came to the league, I was like, yeah, he ain't doing all that. But as the years gone on, though, I says, oh, hold up. This guy, everything is based around him. He dictates everything. And so at that point, I say, if he drops 27 a game for the next 10, 15, 17 years, he can easily get to that record.
And he had no injuries.
Right, yeah, and no injuries. You feel me? But respectfully, fellas, when people bring up, his rebounding, his stats, his scoring, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's cool. But, bro, we play to win the game. And when you get to 10 finals and you lose 6 and you have the biggest meltdown in history, you've been swept twice in the finals. You got beat by a record margin in the finals. You got beat 2 times. Gentlemen swept in 5 games in the finals, bro. There's no way in hell on planet Earth that you're in my top 5. He's great because guess what? When you're a top 10 player, you're great at what you do, right? But he's number 2 and number 3 and top 5, bro. That's ridiculous. And I don't give a fuck what panel I'm on, right? I'm not going for it, bro. I mean, he's top 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. I mean, he's somewhere around there. And that's still a great player. Listen, I'm from Ohio, Pastor. I was born and raised in Sandusky, Ohio, bro. Cedar Point. My dad lives in Sheffield Lake in Cleveland right now, the suburbs. And so I'm from that area, man. And so I know what he means to that region. So I'm not blind to that. But I'm talking basketball, right? And his individual game has come up short for me too many times in big moments. And when you look at the top 5 players ever, they just don't have those. They don't have those
Are
many
you talking about
moments
Are
or
you talking about his
shortcomings.
losing record versus Jordan's? Because a
You
lot
missed
of
what I
people
just
do that.
said, bro.
A lot of
You
people do
missed,
that. They
bro,
say the
bro.
finals and
You
he's
missed what I
lost his
just said,
confidence.
man. No. What I said was this.
I'm
His.
not talking about his losing, man. I'm just talking about his.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good night,
All
man.
right, man.
Yeah, all right,
Heads
man.
about.
No, what I'm
Pastor,
talking about. I understand you from. Hold on. I
Go
understand
ahead.
that you're from Ohio. But what I'm
Yeah.
talking about is just when you look at LeBron James, he was a pass first guy, setting people up. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was in the finals against Golden State, they said, well, he passed the ball to Kyle Korver and he made the shot. Why didn't he just take it to the basket? Right. So if he takes the shot like this year, he went to the basket. He had 3 people around him. I think Gordon blocked him. Murray stripped him. He had 3 people surround him. So when he goes to the basket, I just think he
So
ran out
what?
of gas. He was
What
tired.
that
No, he
mean?
was
So
tired.
what?
No, listen. What I'm saying is, man, I'm just saying that in year 20,
It sounds like an excuse to me. With
no,
what
it's
you're
not an
saying.
excuse. No,
Okay.
it's not an excuse, man. It's not an excuse because I blame LeBron for a lot of those threes that he should have passed it and made plays
So can I
when
ask
he
you a
went to get
question then,
there.
Pastor? Why would
Okay.
LeBron James in that situation, respectfully, man, why would he drive to the basket that deep into the lane versus 2 guys? Where's his hard dribble pull-up mid-range shot at? Bro, where's his array of moves to get his
Again,
shit off in that
what I'm
moment?
saying, again, you're messing
He
what
ain't
I'm
got it.
saying.
He
You're on
ain't
a
got
total
it.
different plane, man. He's different than Michael Jordan. I'm not even gonna put him in the same
Well, we know
stratosphere as
that,
Michael
bro,
Jordan and
because
Kobe.
we got 6 pounds losses. We
I
listen.
wouldn't
We
even
know
put
he's
him in the
different.
same. I wouldn't even put him in the same
We know
sentence.
he's
Guys,
different.
I don't like when you don't keep the same consistency, bro, because you can't say that. Bro,
What do you mean, bro?
Because I seen Kobe lose to a team in the finals that didn't have a top 75 player.
And that's what they were talking
And
about
no
that
one
on
kills him for
ESPN
that.
the other day too.
No one kills him
About
for that.
Kobe.
Hey,
Yeah.
No
Listen. One kills him for that, bro.
No, hold on, bro. Yes, bro. What are you saying, man? Kobe Bean Bryant is on record saying it's my fault. Kobe's on record saying that. Versus the Pistons,
I'm not
bro.
talking about
It's
what
my
Kobe
fault.
said. I'm talking about people don't when you bring up Kobe, people don't sit here. Oh, Kobe wasn't as good because he lost to a team without a top 75 player. It's not the same thing, bro. Like, of course he lost.
So you bring up,
hold on, bro.
So you bring up a moment versus Detroit where Kobe did not play winning basketball. We agree on that, and they lost in 5 games to the Pistons by a wide margin. It wasn't a record margin, but it was still a wide margin. Okay, I'm gonna give you that, bro. And I'm on record saying that was a disgrace. He played bad. We killed him for that, right? Even Kobe come out and said, "This is on me." Bro, LeBron James has had multiple lowlights and failures compared to Kobe Bryant on the big stage.
Kobe has more than just one in the finals.
No. Hold on. Bro, again, I'm not arguing that. I just said that LeBron James has more low moments and lowlights and failures on the biggest stage than Kobe Bryant. It is true.
Besides 07 and 11, bro, you can't name another one.
It is true.
LeBron James has more.
No, it's not. Besides
winning
07
shots
and
in the
11, bro,
playoffs?
you can't say he didn't show up in any other finals, bro.
Didn't they say that LeBron James has more clutch winning shots in the playoffs?
He does.
Ooh.
Okay, so.
But he hasn't played 20 years.
It's like 2014.
If that's the case,
2014. It's like 2014 was not on LeBron, bro. That was on D Wade and Bosh. But people
that was on D Wade and Bosh.
Yes, it was on D Wade and Bosh, bro.
Oh my
D Wade
God.
and Bosh did not show up in them finals.
And this is.
I'm a Miami Heat fan and I watched them finals, bro. That was not on LeBron.
Yeah,
LeBron
how much D Wade? Okay, hold on.
2014. He
Hey,
played
bro.
great in 2014.
Hey, bro. How much did D Wade average in that series? About 15.
Yeah, 15 points. That's well under what D Wade.
Okay. Hold on.
Well under his average. Bosh
How
only
much
averaged like 10 or 12 points.
Okay, cool, bro. Cool, man. Okay, bro, I got you. How much does Scotty average versus Utah in '98?
I'm not talking about
with her
Scotty.
back. No, bro. I'm just listen.
I'm talking about those two
I'm just
players
proving a point here.
Average. You're not proving a point
I'm
because
just proving
Scotty
a
has
point
never.
here.
No, hold on, because you're not proving a point because Scotty always averaged around 15 or 16. That was around what he averaged. D Wade and Bosh were way better players than 10 points, 12 points, or 15 points, bro. That's all I'm saying. When LeBron did that in 2011, y'all killed LeBron. But when D Wade do it, it's just whatever. Come on, it's not the same energy, bro. You're not keeping the same energy.
And this is
that was not on LeBron.
Listen,
that was on D Wade
and this Bosh, is why, bro, respectfully, and this is why people who don't, I guess, quote unquote, don't like LeBron James or say what I'm saying, What you're doing right now is making an excuse.
Making
He
excuses.
lost by a
It's
record
not
margin, bro.
making an
He's the
excuse.
leader. It's
It's
on
not
him.
making an
No,
excuse
you
because
are
he
though.
showed
But
up.
you are
The
though.
other two
But you
guys
are
didn't
though.
show up. So
But you are though.
him showing up, and them other two
He
guys
didn't show up
it
though,
still
bro.
falls on him, right? He
Bro,
showed
LeBron.
up. He made up for
LeBron
2011 and 2014.
he
D
what?
Wade failed him. That was so I got to put that on D Wade. I have to put
That's
that
why
on
he
Bosh.
can't be in the
Same way we
GOAT
put it on
conversation,
LeBron.
man.
Hold on,
You
bro.
did- hold
What
on.
you said?
When people bring
2011.
up 2011, they bring up Bron. I don't hear them bring up D Wade. They bring up Bron. How Bron
D Wade averaged 25 points a game in 2011.
and LeBron averaged 28 in 2014. He averaged 28, and he
Wasn't
shot
D Wade hurt in
50% from
2014?
the field. He shot 50% from the
Bro,
three.
wasn't Dwayne Wade hurt in 2014? Ain't that what y'all say?
You said what?
Wasn't Dwayne Wade battling a fucking injured knee in 2014? Wasn't he doing that?
Yes, he was battling an injured knee.
Okay, then. So I
Still
mean,
does not mean nothing. If you
what do you expect?
you still have to show up and produce, bro. You still have to show up and produce. We say that about every.
Bro,
We say that
every
about
time this
No,
dude,
Bron got to show up and
every finals this dude
He
loses,
showed
bro.
up in
There's no excuse for this
2014.
dude, bro. It's sad, bro.
I
It's
know,
sad.
I know, Mr.
How
Miles.
was
One
that
thing
sad? How was that
agree.
sad, bro? How was that sad,
Mr.
bro?
Miles.
If you go out
Can
there
I-
and play, bro, you have to show up. You have to show
Mr.
up.
Miles,
That's
me
simple.
and you from Ohio. One thing I will say, LeBron James has cost he has cost teams losing. We saw it in the Spurs series. We saw
I
it in
just said that, bro.
No,
I
agree
just
with
said
you.
that,
Can I
and
say
he's
this?
saying I'm wrong. I
No,
just
I
said
I'm
that.
not saying that. I
He's
said
done
in
it in
2007 and
he's done it in
2011, he
Hey,
showed
can
up
I say
small.
this?
But I
He's
said
done it in Dallas
2014 was
Mavericks
not
series.
all on him. That's all I said. It was not all on him. It was on D Wade and Bosh because they didn't show up.
But what I would
Bosh was
say is
healthy.
this.
Bosh was healthy. He didn't show
I
up.
will not deny the greatness of LeBron James. But look, in 2018,
Well, we
when he
know
went
he's
against
great.
hold on. In 2018, when he went against the Golden State Warriors, he put up a 50 piece, right? He didn't have any other. I mean, if you look at the team who he had, he didn't really have nobody. And they actually had a chance to go up on
He didn't
Golden
have
State.
nobody.
Now,
But
would they have beat Golden State? Hold on. Would they have beat
Go ahead.
Golden State? No. Not with Kevin Durant there and the team that they had. But I'm not going to deny his greatness. I'm not going to deny LeBron's greatness. Is he better
I'm
than
not
Michael
doing
Jordan?
that. Who's doing
Is he
that?
better than Michael Jordan?
Well, nobody
No.
is denying
The
him.
mentality was
Said it.
different.
We've
The
said it on
mentality.
multiple-
Jordan was not a pass first guy. He was not a pass first guy. Jordan was
Hey,
like,
but guess what? Hey, but guess what though? If you take LeBron James' best stat season, rebounds, points, and assists.
Okay.
Hold on, man. And then you take MJ's, and I think it was 87 or 88, bro. MJ gave you 32, 8, and 8. You showed me a season where LeBron James gave you 32, 8, and 8 for a season.
I know.
We should be talking about draft and trade.
Jordan is the GOAT, bro.
Yo,
even though LeBron
hold
is
on.
number one. Go ahead.
I seen the numbers drop. Like a lot of people, they was interested in the draft and trade talk, and now like the LeBron talk kind of killed.
No, my bad, Kareem. Yeah, our fault.
Yeah, because a lot of people
do all that. Yeah,
look how the numbers drop. A lot of people want to talk about the draft trades or any around the league. It don't have to be.
Yeah, that was Pastor. Yeah, Pastor started it.
So, but back with what we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
The narrative is the Lakers, right? We got to figure out what to do with D'Lo, right?
Yeah.
So I think the Lakers should if they're going to trade D'Lo, trade him, but they got to make sure they get back some equal value. They need a big man. They got to keep their shooting. They need a point guard. They need a big man. I don't want Anthony Davis doing that. I mean, I know people say he's a center, but man, like Ticket said, he is very soft. He is Terry Claw. He does not want to bang down there. He's a finesse.
No, he don't.
Big man. He's a finesse big man. He gets hurt. It's like he can go 2 weeks and then he break his ankle.
He used to be a guard, man.
His back hurt, and I just
he ain't no center.
He's a power forward to me. I put Kevin Garnett as a center, even though he was a power forward. Kevin Garnett got more heart than KG.
Well, yeah, KG got more feistiness, and KG is way more just a dog.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm
guys
saying.
lose AD, then you're losing a lot offensively and defensively.
Exactly.
And so I'm not so sure that giving AD up is the decision.
Oh no!
But I'm here, chat. I'm gonna run this nigga off the show. Nigga.
I don't know. I'm not sure AD should be the reason or should be traded away, man. But Hey, Kareem, we talking trades? We talking off-season picks, man? Nairobi bring his fucking weird ass in there, and you know what I'm saying, trying to yell and scream and shit, man. So
your mic distorted, bro. Your mic being distorted.
Man, I'm waiting on you to finish, bro.
Yeah, we
You said a
talking
whole bunch
trades.
of bullshit.
We talking
we talking
trades. We
LeBron
talking
hate.
Lakers
We
best.
talking LeBron hate. Nigga, we talking
Kareem said
LeBron
don't do
hate.
that, bro.
That's what you been talking. We
Kareem
talking
said don't do
LeBron
that.
hate, right? Oh no, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Kareem said don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
But
Niggas can't talk about nothing else but LeBron hate. Yeah, that's why everybody's quiet now.
y'all think Ron? Y'all think that the Lakers gonna trade the 17th pick?
I do.
Hey, Kareem, can I ask man one thing though, real quick?
They should.
Because I was waiting to get on the panel for a long time and listen to a whole bunch of hate. I want to ask him one thing.
Yeah, but that kills the move.
And we can move on. No, it ain't no. I just want to ask him one thing, bro, because he always.
I'm not answering no questions.
Hold
man,
on, he
so
always said.
don't
Okay,
no
I
questions,
ask somebody else then. I
Yeah,
ask
there
you,
you go.
Kareem.
There
Hey,
you go.
Kareem. I notice how Maz always bring up LeBron's only 2 failures. That's what he runs to. Every time he want to criticize LeBron, he goes to 2007 and he goes to 2011. He's always stopped like that's the last time LeBron played basketball or something. Ask Maz what happened after those failures. What did he do? He got better. He overcame. He achieved. What have his guy done other than Golden State, though? He has done nothing, but yet he holds him to this high standard. Right after 2011, when LeBron froze up and failed, in 2012, he whooped on Kevin Durant's ass. That's his favorite player. Ask him, when is Kevin Durant going to step up? When is he going to be a leader of his team and win something? Not ride Golden State's nutsacks. That's what people need to start asking this nigga Mass instead of letting him rumble on and on with the LeBron James hate on all these different platforms, bro. This shit is sad, my nigga.
He go on Ticket TV, do the same thing. And but I think they're gonna trade that pick though, because I think they need.
Yeah, bye. As I said, he gonna get ran off. My bad, y'all.
All right, but it takes. You gotta think it's gonna take a couple of years for that 17 pick to develop, maybe 2. If it's Hawkins, I think if it's Hawkins, I mean he's got a smooth shot like Curry. I think if it's Howard or Keegan Murray's brother, Chris Murray, I think those guys they're tall, they're big guys like 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". Juwan Howard's son, I think he's 6'8", 6'9". I think
he like 6'7". He not no.
They got
you
him
look at
listed
his
at 6'8".
father way taller than.
Yeah,
they got
he is.
Well, Juwan
I
Howard,
don't see where he listed at. Look him. His father 6'9". His father taller.
Juwan Howard 6'9".
Yeah, he only like 6'6", 6'7".
No, they got him listed at 6'8" in the draft.
Listed don't mean don't go by. Don't ever go by.
Talking about without shoes, right, Kareem?
Yeah,
You can go by seeing him next to somebody you know is legit that size.
Yeah, they don't.
I guarantee you see him next to somebody that's really the actual size. You'll be like, wow. You'll see.
Yes, see him when he next to Bron, and you be like, yeah, he not 6'8", bro. Because Bron's 6'8".
Yeah, you could see it. You could look at it. Look at him playing. Go watch a highlight. This is how you could tell. Just go watch his highlight.
But Kareem, LeBron James standing next to Anthony Davis, he's like the same height.
Now Anthony Davis is taller.
Did you? I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. Not the same height.
Yeah, they got Kevin Durant. They got Kevin Durant at 7 foot.
Kevin Durant legitimately 6'11", but they always going to
standing next to who was he standing next to? They said he's the same height when they played USA team, and he stood next to him. I think.
Oh, you got to go to Jet Howard highlights, and you could see he's not big like that. You could when somebody's 6'8", and then that's like close to 6'10". You could see that size.
I don't like Jet Howard mold either.
You could look at him next to his college team players. He looks like a guard. A 6'8" guy, it's clear. It's kind of clear. You look at him, he looks like a guy like Klay Thompson. He don't look like taller than like Klay Thompson, them guys. Just go to his highlights and look.
How tall is Trey Murphy?
Believe me, he's 6'8". They list him at 6'10". Don't think if he's 6'8", they list him at 6'8". They'd have made him more than it would have boosted his stock up.
Yeah, I don't think he that tall.
But the height don't really matter. But I'm not a big fan of him. He's slow. I don't think he's gonna be. I could be wrong, but I don't want him at no 17.
Who?
It's
Jet?
a later pick,
That's
maybe.
that would be a reach to me.
You talking about Jet?
Definitely would be a reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, his motor. I don't like his motor.
Yeah. He you know, some guys got that umphy, not athletic. He kind of like slow the way he move. I'm not a fan.
He don't maximize his size.
If his dad wasn't who his dad was, I don't think that the height would be what it is about him.
Nope. You absolutely right. I think he would go late 20s.
Because to be real, he wasn't even the best player on his team.
Nope.
No. But Buffkin is better.
Yeah, Kobe,
I'm not crazy about Buffkin either.
You don't like Kobe either?
He's decent. He's solid.
He remind me of Jordan Poole. He remind me of a Jordan Poole type.
Yeah, he's solid.
So Kareem, I posed this question earlier. Would you, if you was a GM, would you consider blowing this team up? I think it's a good time to
blow who up.
Lakers
the Lakers?
Won't do it. Yep.
Nah, hell, why blow the Lakers up?
Just with the new cap, the new cap stuff coming.
Nah. No teams. You look at the Laker roster. It's not like you only do that when you feel like they can't win. Like you see how like Golden State had when they had Steph and all of them, and Clay and DeMarcus Cousins, Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
That's the time you be like, we ain't good enough to beat a particular one or two particular teams. And then you say, it makes sense to blow it up. That's why a lot of teams during that Golden State run, a lot of teams was like, yo, let's just rebuild. You don't blow it up when you got a chance. You clearly like every team, no team really gonna blow it up. It's probably 2 or 3 teams that's in rebuild. Everybody else going for it. OKC going for it. Charlotte trying to win right now. Charlotte trying to trade the second pick. They trying to win. So you got teams that's trying to win. So that tells you right there.
So they said Charlotte might trade that second pick. You think it's gonna be with New Orleans?
It's possible. It depends. Now, if Zion come tell him he wants to get traded, that's the thing right there. He hasn't said anything yet. But he don't want to be there.
I think that whole Mariah Mills thing is him and her working together. That's my personal opinion.
See, let me tell you how that Zion shit works. See, the thing is, New Orleans and Zion, New Orleans, this is what my people's told me too. New Orleans wouldn't mind, like they will listen to it now more than anything to get rid of Zion. Zion don't want to be there. But the thing is, they both don't want to. If New Orleans just outright trade him, it could get backlash. So they don't really want that. Zion turn out to be healthy and start averaging 70 games a year and MVP conversation. New Orleans,
but he ain't gonna do it though.
But they don't want that. Like, it's scary.
Yeah, I got you.
But if he asks for a trade, then it's like, well, he asked to leave. So both people is like on the limb. Zion don't want to ask for a trade also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my thing is, Kareem, I think, how do you feel about some of the pieces that Charlotte got that the Lakers could? I mean, I know you're not high on Rozier because I think you said that before.
I like Rozier, but like,
what about PJ Washington and Kelly Oubre?
Kelly Oubre free agent, and PJ Washington free agent too.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, no way, Steve. No way in hell Charlotte will ever
Mark
do that.
Williams and number 2 pick for 8.
Hell, and Terry Rozier. Hell no. His value ain't that high.
Mark Williams. Mark
Williams. Whoever the second pick gonna be better than 8.
That's not gonna happen. No way.
I would do better than 8. They would never do that. And get rid of a Mark Williams, a guy they just drafted last year.
No way.
No,
I'm not doing that. There's no way I'm doing that because he has an upside. Mark Williams has an upside.
I think the only way they're doing for Zion.
But yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the only way they doing it. I agree.
Now they'll be, hey, that team be nice if them boys here. I like to see them two play together. Him and
I
Melo.
like PJ Washington too. I like PJ. And they still got what's the name Bridges. Mikal Bridges.
No, Miles.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Mikal, yeah. They still got him. I think he was suspended because of
Yeah, they have a squad, man.
So if they get Zion with LaMelo and they don't trade no pieces, they keep Scary Terry. They have Dennis Smith Jr. He's trying to make a comeback. He's trying to revitalize his career. They got Kelly Oubre. They got Steve Kailu. Hayward, really, I ain't high on him. He done. They got JT Thor. PJ Washington against Zion. It ain't gonna be easy to get a win in there no more.
Yeah.
You know,
This is
you
gonna be
go
a hype team. Nothing else. Yeah.
back in the days when they had Larry Johnson. They
Yep.
just need a legit center. But they might be able to do something with unless they go small ball with PJ and Mark Williams. But I just think the Lakers. I think they're trading off that now, depending on what they're getting back. I mean, they look, Pelinka, he can be very creative, right? I mean, I didn't think what he did last year in that very little time with what he had to bring back those players like he did. I commend him on that. And he moves in silence. He's quiet. So the Lakers are behind the scenes doing something. And I wouldn't be shocked if they got DeRozan. Like I think Kareem said DeRozan and Caruso or or a big man. Because that's what they need. They really need a big man. You know what I'm saying? They really need a big man. Because Anthony Davis, I think that's just I'm not high on him playing center, even though, people say yeah, he's best at center, but he needs to play off the ball where he can block shots. I really feel like, but I hear that the Miami Heat trying to get Dame. I don't know if that's true or not. Do you think you guys are going to get Dame or what?
I don't think we got a chance to get Dame. I said that earlier. I don't it's too many teams like the Knicks and other teams that have way more. OKC
But
that have
Tyler
way
Hero,
more
man.
draft picks and. We got Tyler Hero, bro, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. If we're not adding Bam Adebayo to that, we're gonna have to have if we're gonna get Dame later, we're gonna have to have trade Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero and whatever else and whatever draft. I just don't see Miami doing that.
Yeah, but Bradley, I know Bradley Beal controlled his where he went, but I think he set the tone for he got traded for cheese crackers. You know what I mean? And he controlled what went in the trade. But I just think that we might think that it might not take a lot, but you could put some of them young guys in there, man. They got some young guys that they could trade. They're probably not gonna trade Vincent or Martin, but you could trade Tyler Hero. You could put something, be creative. But I just think the Lakers, they need to start with center. Get a center and try to get something, bring something else in, some pieces that could win. I don't know if I don't know if they're gonna start D'Lo, but But hey, y'all, I'm out of here. Thank you for having me on your show, Kareem, again. And I will be at your show, man. Salute Miami.